Welcome back to Dice Revolution, Take 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yes, mic issues. We're a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stream here at Adelaide Uni. We are down, of course, Romy today. Quite sad. But we are joined by Alex, Olivia, Rain, Jordan.
Who has left the building.
I have my notes.
He's leaving. He's leaving the building. We're Hamish, Devin, and Stuart. Because Jordan is getting his notes. We are sponsored by the Adelaide Uni Games Club.
Don't fire me. We are sponsored by the University of Adelaide Games Club. We are a games club here at the University of Adelaide that gets together every Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sundays, and online on Tuesdays in the Discord server. But they get together at the Hartley building here at the University of Adelaide. So if you love board games like any sane person should, and you love meeting people, making friends, a lot of kind, cool friends that like to do stuff together, then come on down to the University of Adelaide Hartley building and play some board games with some people. They're very supportive, very good people. And if you need a suggestion of a board game to play, then have I got news for you.
It's a
I think...
Romy did it last week, and Romy's not here, so perfect.
I think...
Just roll the 8.
Well, no, because I think it's Stuart.
You think it's me?
I believe it's Stuart. So at the
I believe it's me.
At the end of this session...
It's a mimic.
And I believe in you.
At the end of this session, very end of today, Stuart is going to give us a recommendation of a board game that you'd be able to go out and play with your friends or with people at the games club. So you can go out and buy it. It has to be purchasable.
I want to know all my options with
You
this
can't
game.
say Camp Grizzly because that's not purchasable anymore. You have to say something that's purchasable so the good people can play it. But yeah, at the end of the stream, Stuart will give us a great idea of a board game to play.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart, and thank you, Games Club.
We're hoping for a very funny game.
Wow, this is a high bar.
Anywho, let's jump in with a recap, shall we? Last session picked up with the aftermath of your shenanigans exploring the crystalline shards in the various locations. As you broke into the crystalline husk, you found out that there was not much there to be found other than some ley lines leading towards the center of the city. As the rumbling continued, Tyrion's panic attack overtook him, so Sigmund decided best to evacuate with Tyrion, and the rest, after a while, followed suit. You made your way to the center of the city, where you recapped each other on your findings as you started to hear a massive rumbling sound emerging from the illusory statue. It turns out it was a crystalline colossus that emerged, and you battled it along with the mother of the Eklax. Some clever plays were made by someone, and she was knocked off of her figurative and literal high horse.
Yeah!
So yes, good plays from everyone in the party all round, and you came very close to stopping this ritual. You did indeed defeat Erlen, the mother.
Could you not laugh when you say that? You did indeed defeat.
No, I'm laughing at
yeah, right.
I'm laughing at your quick little update.
Yeah. Glad to
We
hear.
definitely defeated said person.
But yes, yeah, so you defeated the mother, and then you tried to halt the statue, which was now in the process of completing the rest of the ritual. And indeed, you came very close, destroying its ankle many times. But as its regeneration, though its regeneration was lowering in effectiveness, it was still enough to complete the ritual. At the end of said experience, you find yourselves on for some of you, a completely foreign planet, looking at your homeworld loom in the sky.
So originally this city was, we landed on the wrong side of it first and had to cross it in like a week, right?
No, so you landed on the wrong side of the continent.
Okay, continent. Okay.
You crossed the continent to get to the city.
Okay, so
because of the dragon.
So I thought the city was like immeasurable, but it's big enough that we can see the outskirts, right?
Yeah. Like from the center of the city, you can see like you're in this massive.
And when you said
forest.
sea of trees, is that because we're like on a raised position, or are you saying we're like level and the trees are like tall enough to see from?
You can like you can make direct like yeah, these trees are big. Like this is a massive like dense lush forest.
This is like a
And
like
you are like in a
unnaturally large.
massive like hexagonal clearing. Like the city is like
It is just appeared and mushed part of a forest.
Yeah, it's an absolute flashback. Okay,
What happens with planar quakes is the section of land that was here is now gone to the other planet.
it's like taking out a Catan square.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just thinking hive.
Oh god.
But yeah, you find yourselves with this predicament. Yeah, so also for the viewers, if you're joining for the first time, the party has indeed leveled up to level 6.
Damn cool.
Luft's taken another level in Outer Flights, I believe. Monk, Paladin, multi-classing into Wizard for the first time, continuing on with Ranger, continuing with Warlock. Devin and I have talked and through some, and we'll come to this in a bit, we have replaced Devin's Bard levels with a full Druid set now. So you see this on the character cards, Devin is fully Druid now, and another level in Cleric forced to it.
I am monkier.
Return to Monkey.
Return to monkey.
I despise this.
But yeah, so I hand it over to you guys to do as you see fit. With you, and just to set the scene, you find that the though the tremors have stopped, the city is not in mass panic, but definitely like you can see like massive smokestacks rising up into the atmosphere. You see like collapsed buildings, some of these taller skyscrapers, and that's why you can see some of this forest so well, because some of the taller like skyscraper-esque buildings have crumbled, and there are like injured, and there are people like rallying together. There are obviously a few looters here and there that are just like post-apocalyptic, just running amok, looting here and there.
Is the massive golem and the puddle corpse still there?
The puddle corpse is pretty much at this point completely dissolved into water. The statue is now, it's like pointed like where it was, but all of the red luminescence that comes with being a part of the shard is now just it's like like think of like a very like dull like grey quartz it's just a massive like statue.
So it essentially just became a statue.
Yes.
Now, would I be able to tell that this place is familiar to me? Because like before.
Yeah, you were here.
Okay,
like when you were banished.
But
you
could I
came
tell?
to-
Can I tell exactly where I am, or is it just like?
You know
I-
roughly where you are. You're on your home planet, and you would know this too. Looking up at the sky, this is a sky that you looked at for many, many nights.
What time? Because we originally had it happen midday, didn't we?
It was,
of course.
it was like in the afternoon.
Yeah,
evening, basically. It's for now. It's reaching like just past like morning, like mid morning.
Okay. So we basically gained a day and a level.
Why are we in a forest? What do they have to do with the forest?
What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened?
Is everybody
Whoa.
okay? What is it?
They succeeded.
Solomon.
Succeeded in fucking what?
We're next to
I
now.
say this from on top.
Next one.
X1.
I'm gonna look up and go, and kind of go grab Coach and go, I. Wait. Do I? I don't know. Do I?
You do. You discussed this.
Oh, look.
Yeah, I know. Where are we?
Are you guys seeing this?
Yes, we're seeing this. Is everybody okay? Please, can we regroup?
I run over to Rusa. Rusa, you okay? You doing fine?
Rusa's very not injured but drained. There is some physical fatigue, and she does look unusually like a year older.
Solomon, who was previously been like glowing the entire fight. He was this, incandescent thing of iron and steel, is now just sort of calm back to his usual dull self. You can see that he's looked around. He's taken in, of course, the tree line, the change of time, the sky, the stars, this inert golem now, and all the glows just faded from him. He's just heavily dropped his shield with his hammer, and he just walks up, pacing slowly up to the now statuesque golem, and just into the side of it. You useless, worthless, foolish construct! And it seems that he's almost not talking to the golem.
Sigmund puts his hand on Solomon's shoulder.
He's just
Do not fear. If this is what has happened, it was willed to happen.
You get very little from him, but some metallic, angry groans as he keeps just
Whatever you
smashing
desire will come to pass. You believe in some form of deity, correct?
Palor guides my hand, and I have failed him.
Do you not believe this could be the will of Palor?
I do not see how any act such as this one, causing this much suffering, causing me to fail my mission and fail
Sigmund
my
stands
charge.
between you and the construct. Stop it! If this is Palor's will, it is your duty to go on.
Indeed.
You cannot stand here and sulk!
I do not sulk, I am merely enraged. I will not let this slight pass. He returns, picks up his shield, and just presumably starts trudging off in the nearest direction of something that he looks like he can break.
I was waiting for that to be the moment where Sigmund disappears, because
Now, Solomon, it's... Sigmund's right, you know.
I require a forge to leave me be.
I think there's something better we could do now. I mean, all of these people, they must be confused, scared. Can't we, help them, maybe?
Solomon has not stopped walking.
Nemu! Sigmund! Get over here and help Rusa. I don't know what's wrong, but she's tired. She needs help.
I'll do a check on her.
Yeah, I mean, from a visual perspective, there seems to be like a distinct silver streak going through her hair, which previously wasn't there. And yeah, again, she just when she does eventually get hoisted up by maybe Tyler or something, she looks a bit taller. The hair's grown a bit longer. But yeah, she definitely looks older.
I grab her by chin and look. She looks different. Tywin, I don't mean to dump this on you, but if you and perhaps someone else could take care of her, I want to make sure that everyone else is okay. Look at the state of this place.
I'll hold on to her.
I put a hand on Tywin and I said, "You're a good man. Take care of her."
Don't know about that. I put her on my back like a backpack.
You care for her like a father. So kind of you.
We have a duty to protect her. We promised we would. That's all it is.
I'll leave you alone with her for now. I just need to make sure that the rest of the town is okay. And I look at where buildings have collapsed and people are freaking out. I'm going to look for any maybe not survivors, but I'm going to look for anyone who's injured. Does anyone want to help?
I just sit down on the ground against the golem. I don't know if helping the city is what is our highest priority.
Maybe not for you.
Being on this planet, it significantly increases the danger to Rusa. And I think we should find I think I know someone who could help
Yeah.
us get us back.
But what about everybody else? It feels wrong to just leave everyone. I mean, yeah, sure, there's people that can help.
I know it feels wrong, but our highest priority has to be... Rusa is incredibly powerful and these people want her.
Yeah, but what about everybody else?
We had a mission, and the mission did not necessarily include saving the city.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, probably not for you guys, but there's still a part of me that wants to help the others. I mean, think about it. Maybe, yeah, we're okay, but there are people out there that probably lost a family member, a loved one, family and friends, and I'm supposed to just be like, okay, bye-bye, take care of yourself while I go and I protect somebody else. Which, of course, yes, Rusa is a priority, and I care about Rusa. But I also care about everybody else. It's not our fault that this has happened. It's not our yes, it's not entirely our responsibility. But the least I could do is, help the others.
You can do as you wish, my dear.
It won't. I don't know if I could do the whole city, but if I could just at least do a little bit,
Okay,
I
well,
could do my part.
I can help you look if people are injured, but we're gonna have to leave this city at some point.
I won't be too long, and obviously people don't have to come with me if they don't want to. Only just because I know it took a lot of everyone, especially I believe you and Che. But it's up to you guys. I just think it would be best if I was too.
I am still feeling active. I can help with some of the first aid if that is what you require.
Yeah.
As you talk about this, and again, like it's hard to like fully explain like the planetary alignments and like those celestial bodies, but you're hit with almost like this like silvery light from the moon as you talk about this, like empowering your speech, and you see like this silvery light, expand to cover more and more of the city, and you begin to see some of the wounds already beginning to heal amongst the crowd. Just a little show of companionship from your goddess.
Do I see this from the moon?
Yeah, and this is more also to symbolize, your full like transition into druid.
If that happens, can I do the change I wanted to do?
Sure.
Oh, so I instantly pull up my amulet and go. Oh. She hears me. She sees my calling. Wait, I didn't pray to her, but she hears me. She hears us. She's with us. And as Nemu kind of bows down to pray, and as she speaks in, I think, Inferno's Celestial.
Celestial.
She brings her amulet to her forehead, and her outfit kind of changes. So it goes from being that big poofy ball gown to it becomes more slim fitting with slits for legs, so she can run and stuff. And it becomes very Grecian goddess, where it's got the halter look and the accents of silver as it kind of becomes more form-fitting, and the mesh that was her bow kind of becomes a veil over her eyes, and I the hilt or this part here that would have the symbol of Ikoria becomes a band over her eyes as it turns into a big veil that covers over her. As she prays, she just kind of changes and goes, I've decided now, maybe not entirely by religion, but I will follow Ikoria in more than just, music, but I dedicate my life to the stars and to the moon. You guys have shown me the way. You guys have shown me the way of, helping others in the most purest of forms. We did not succeed, but what we did here is more impressive than any volunteering I've ever done in my life. I've helped others, I've healed others, but trying to save a city, this is more than Ikoria could have ever imagined. I thank you. And she just kind of gets up and puts her amulet back on.
It seems like many gods have blessed us today. Perhaps I should be more in touch with my spiritual side, and we can get the Dark Lord of Xerxes on our side as well.
Marley, as you guys are discussing this, and in amongst Solomon's clanging against the now inert Colossus, you start to have more controlled visions. They're not as fervorous anymore. But you begin to see 5 or 6, 10, 20, hundreds of different minute alterations of that previous battle that might have slightly shifted the trajectory of your now battle. You see one future where the sword wasn't pointing at the planet, and you find yourself stranded on some completely inhospitable looking planet with these massive spires that go up to the sky. You see a different alternate timeline to where the sword was pointed directly at the moon, and you see what would have transpired there, just brief glimpses of it. All of these different just fractionally different timelines. And when you emerge from that Doctor Strange-esque you see that at first the bracelet on your hand feels searing hot, But then you see that there's like a new glyph carved into the bracelet itself to signify the new powers that your bracelet has.
Whilst everything has been happening, can I slide down and set Golem to hear people?
Yeah.
Oh, right, you were on top of it.
Yeah, I was
I
kind
assume-
of
yeah, I
waiting
assume
for a
you did that,
moment. It's like, I'm not there yet. This is ground. Right, now continue talking.
Now, Solomon.
You chasing after Solomon?
I am,
Solomon
yeah.
has just he's just trying to find the closest smithy or anything that he can use to start making things. Basically.
Now, I know you may think that you failed, but surely this is a moment where you can prove yourself to Palor, redeem yourself, perhaps. I mean, there are many, many hopeless people here, and surely you, with all of your might and connection to the great Palor, could rekindle what little light is left remaining.
At first, he's sort of stoic and refuses to answer, but after a minute, he's sort of like, "Indeed, it is my mission to spread Palor's word across the worlds. Indeed, this world needs a great deal of his light.
I believe it does.
It is not, however, my primary concern at this moment. Palor provides us strength. However, even with his strength, we were not successful. It is through my faith and my art that I channel his will. Indeed, my faith is unfaltering, but not strong enough. My art is unmatched, but not strong enough. I must improve."
But surely if your art is so perfect and unmatched in its quality, perhaps other aspects of your faith could be addressed at this time.
Torina, I have very little patience at this moment. Do not speak in riddles to me. What do you mean?
I mean, you are the embodiment of Palor's glorious light, and these people could use you, and you can work on your fine artisanship whenever you please. However, these people need your help now, Solomon.
Torina, I was not made to interact well with humans, nor any other kind. I was built to fight. Indeed, I lack the qualities you speak of to inspire and lead, and it is only through action, not word, that I will bring his faith to this world. If I was more charismatic, then maybe, however, I suspect that it is your skill that will bring these people hope, and my action, as such, I seek to start immediately.
Well, you see, I would be able to, but I simply just don't carry that sort of divine radiance that you do. I could help to bring light to these people, however, I am unable to do it myself, which is why I'm here. I'm asking for your assistance, Solomon.
What do you suggest? I act as his channel and you as his voice?
If that would be acceptable.
Indeed.
It is for a good cause, after all.
Indeed. Solomon seems somewhat rallied by this. Thank you very much. So yeah, I will speak more of this soon, Torina. For now, merely let me be with my thoughts.
Yeah, as you wrap up this discussion on a different anvil, like as you turn around, you see the same woman that you've seen before, once or twice. Trina does. You recognize this. She talked to you a week or so ago now, where she was talking to you about lending you even more power. And she looks at you. Don't worry about it. You'll come around.
Well, I do hope so.
And might I say, once again, I'm a big fan of your work. And remember what we talked about? Well, let's just say this is something to help you with your quest. Catch. I haven't made the full magic item yet, but it's called a seal of approval.
Oh, bless.
Once per long rest, you can turn any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw that would fail into a success once per long rest.
Alrighty
It can't be used with conjunction to your infernal merchant abilities, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her own or anyone's?
Pardon?
Her own?
Only hers.
Only hers.
I'll finish off the magic item and then add it to your character sheet later. But yeah, seal of approval. I hope you like the seal.
I love it.
Thank Olivia for that one. I messaged her being like, do you know where they sell stamp?
Hit me with it.
Oh, hang on.
Next session it will be an actual seal.
There is a seal on there.
If we put a seal.
Yeah, there's a
we
seal
put
on
seal
the
sticker
stamp.
It's vaguely
on
smart.
the
Seal of
side.
approval.
Stop covering it with your hand.
Your hand is
Your-
covering the seal.
Look
Where you
at
hold
the.
it.
Look at the way you're holding it. Where you're holding it. This is
Seal
sticker.
on the outside.
Oh, there is a seal.
Seal of approval.
We really committed to the joke.
What is the actual stand?
It's a...
Winky face.
Okay.
Yeah, and on that note, like she gives you this wink, and then like all of the wisps or like that make up her like become the smoke of the forge you're working in.
I'll lean Rusa like against a wall near Callie, and like as I'm bending down and keeping a very close eye on her, I go, Callie, you're familiar with this planet, right?
Somewhat. I lived in a very small place. I don't know where in the planet we are.
How did you come to X1?
That's the thing. I know of someone that can track planar quakes.
Right. So,
And
did you
that's-
come to X1 on purpose?
Yes, I did. It
So you're saying
was part of my journey.
if we can find this person, we might be able to find the next planar quake and use it as a train back.
I wanted to suggest that, yes. I don't know how they have knowledge of these or if they'll be able to do it again, but I
Or if
think
they're
that's
alive.
I have a feeling they're still alive,
Okay.
but I think it's our best hope.
Jesus. Is this planet more dangerous? I've never had any experience with this.
Where I lived, it was surrounded by mostly ruins and a small village. That's really all I knew.
Okay. We need to get Rusa back
We do.
by any means necessary.
I'm gonna assume that Ikori is gonna she's gonna take care of like the towns.
Well, it's more of a thing of like you, Sigmund, and anyone else who wants to help. You go around, but like for the time being, Ikori is like boosting your magic basically. She's
Okay.
giving you like a jump start.
I was gonna say I was gonna go check on Rusa, but if
Well, no, like you said, you wanted to go help like other people. So yeah, as you do so, she's basically powering up your healing magic, for a limited time. Even if you don't have it on your spell list, she's giving you access to create food and water,
alright, cool.
stuff like that. Just to make sure that people are fed, people have water, people have shelter.
Yeah, and Sigmund's going around pouring different concoctions into people's mouths. Most of them sparing the dying, but some of them, who knows? Some of them might be a mending spell. Maybe their clothes will mend up a little bit.
I suspect you are a synth.
I might accidentally like pour something that like
Fire breathing potion.
yeah, like I'll pour some spices into some people.
Leave with more
At
cake,
some
because
point.
everyone's just breathing fire.
Nothing lethal, but
Yeah.
some people won't.
Just something interesting
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah, I keep my lethal ones in a separate jacket pocket, so I'm not gonna get them mixed up.
Shit, wrong pocket.
Tarina, dear, are we doing rounds of the city as well, trying to spread the word?
Well, of course, Solomon, whenever you're ready.
As you wish, Tarina. I will put on the most impressive presence I can manage, however I require you to channel his word.
But of course, you guide me and I will speak his will.
Solomon would just like to cast what that card. I think I can't check my
I'm really
cantrips.
starting to see the silver tongue.
Yeah. Solomon's just basically going to stride around the city in this big, like, religious, like the end is nigh, but it's already happened, and come talk to me now. Constantly casting thaumaturgy, which would let me, I think I can make the whole, like, the ground continue to shudder around him.
Yeah.
I can't still shudders around him, can I? Pardon? I can't still shudders around him, can I?
Still.
Yeah, like, you know how the ground's still rumbling?
No, it's not. It stopped. Once the city moved, it stopped.
Yep.
Your presence is jump starting it.
Yeah, so his voice is just this booming like he's basically just like this giant resonating megaphone.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. Flames around him rise a little bit higher because these are some of the things I can do.
Yeah.
And the other one is his eyes are just this glowing like golden light out of them. Not the fire that he's used to, more of
It's
a
the second wave.
a radiance than the smolder. And I presume Tarina will be the one
Fear
going.
not, people of this city, I've forgotten what's the name of the city?
Eris.
Eris, that's correct.
That's right. Fear not, people of this city of Eris. The great and powerful aspect of Palor, Solomon V, is here to aid you in your time of need. Please come forth, do not be afraid. He is willing and able to help with whatever you need.
I stand as a wall against the great darkness, the light that may guide your path. Come to us, talk to my companion. Let us help you in his name.
Yeah, and like with that, you get the general like there'll be the kid that just wants to like needs help finding their parents. There'll be there'll be like a carpenter who's like, my one of my relatives is trapped under some rubble. Can you help me do this? But yeah, amongst that, just roll a general charisma check.
Me or you?
You.
Oh, fuck. Oh. why do I think I wanted Hamish for
You
this
have
shit?
advantage, but it will be a charisma check from you.
No.
It's not actually terrible.
Okay.
A charisma?
Charisma, yes.
Flat charisma?
Just a
It
you
is
can do
a 16.
If you want to do, you can do persuasion.
I don't think it's any better.
Okay.
I'll just check. What if I
Or if you're lying to them, you can do deception.
I'm-
We're here to help.
No, everything's -1, so 16.
Okay, 16. Yeah, no, that's not too bad. You get the like a lot of people coming to you and sharing you their troubles. You obviously get those one or two people that like. When can we go home? Help us, like
Solomon will pass anyone that he can spout faith and like synagogue to. He'll just spout it at them. He'll pass anyone that actually needs talking off to Tarina because this was distinctly not his job to talk to people.
You're just gonna preach.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Solomon's just like the slightly disconnected preacher, and you're just like, okay, so how can I get him to do what you want? You're the middleman.
Yeah. But yeah, like if there's anything specifically you're looking for.
At the moment, I'm just.
We're just trying to help.
Yeah,
We're just helping the people at large.
Yeah.
So whatever you do,
We are good and charitable.
You're leading. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you just go around like helping people, like you help the kid find his parents. You help you help the carpenter get one of his elements out of the wreck. Maybe with your like magics, you can help them, and like your ability to forge things, you can help them rebuild some of the broken buildings, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. Anytime you can use magic, you will as well.
Yeah. So yeah, you spend like a couple of hours just roaming the city, and again, like this is not a massive city, but it's pretty sizable.
Yeah. Is there a distinguished church here for?
Yeah. There's like so the hexagon is broken in like the 6 districts.
Yeah.
You've got your residential district going straight north. You've got your industrial district going straight south.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got your agriculture district to the right, and then to the lower right you've got your religious. Mm-hmm. And then to the left you've got like smaller businesses and like schools and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then to the So if you want to entice any map, I will send it to you later.
That's right. No hurry.
I wanted to come back to the group because I wanted to talk to Callie and Trey.
Yeah. So is this like? Do you want to find a specific religious building?
Me? Oh no, I won't do it now.
Okay.
I kind of like come back from helping others just because I wanted to check on Trey and Callie and go, Callie, Trey, how are you doing? Okay.
Trey doesn't respond ever since coming down from like the bloodlust sort of phase. She's just been with Dwarf and she's pulled off a part of a cloth from her parents, knowing that she physically can't do anything to help Wolf's arm, and has just been wrapping it around the, I guess you could nub, or like the section that
The wound.
that looked cauterized, and it's just been putting vines around the shoulder and everything just to try and make it more presentable, I guess.
I mean,
but
yeah.
she's said, Trey has not said a word.
Is it possible for me to do a quick medicine check on Luft? Or is it...
Like, Luft, it's not that she won't let you, it's that she never stays in one spot long enough for you to do a medicine check. She's constantly like running back and forth, looking through these books, and you can see that she's like researching like prosthetics, basically. She like, yeah, it's not that she's like, don't do it, she's like, she's here and then she's there, she's here, she's just like full ADHD mode, she's not sitting still, and like, she's constantly like tinkering with shit, she's talking to, like, she's having some sort of like telepathic communication with like Solid, and she just doesn't like stop. She's just buzzing back and forth.
So just kind of gently, not put my hand on your shoulder, but kind of be like, I'll check on you later. Then I turn to Kelly and go, Kelly, you brought up that there was someone here that could help us. I was wanting to inquire a bit more about it.
Yes, where I'm from, I met someone who, they're hard to explain, but I think they can track planar quakes. That is how I came to X2. And maybe they could help us. At least I think they're our best hope. And like, you might also notice as he's sitting on the ground, right next to him, he has Luft's arm, but he's wrapped it up in scraps of cloth and paper.
Oh, I see. You have
I found it on the ground. I don't know if we could still help her.
Yeah,
she looks a bit too excited right now.
I think we let
I'm
her
worried
calm
she's in shock.
I think best to let her calm down.
Yeah, you should just walk up to the arm, take a few measurements, write something down, walk away.
Are you sure you wouldn't want that? Never mind. Yeah, I'm very curious. And it's very exciting coming back home, but I'm also very nervous. Obviously, Rusa can't be left here, but I wonder what's become of this place since I think you and I have left. Unless you've been here longer than I have.
Well, that depends how long you've been here.
I left quite a few years ago when I came of age. It was my life's path that I chose. I could be so many different things, and I wanted to devote my life to the Korea, but I didn't want to be a priestess. I wanted to be something that could, help. Like, I mean, not that, if you're a priestess or a cleric, you can't help. But I felt more in tune to the stars than I did, being a priestess. So I decided to devote my life path to helping others, using my guidance of the stars to heal, to mend, to take care. And I haven't really been to X1 for a while because there's so many places in X2 that I haven't even bothered to come back home. What about you?
That sounds very noble. I only lived in a small village. It sounds like I lived here longer than you did. I've only been on X2 for about 4 years by now. I guess it was mostly to see new things and run away from the old things.
Are you scared of the old things?
I don't know that much about X1, honestly, now that I think about it. But a lot of it was running from what I later learned was the Order, and then I guess it caught up to me anyway.
Yeah, it's funny how the things we run from always come back to us. We can run, we can hide, and yet somehow, some way it comes back to haunt us. I don't know, maybe that's just the way life is. Life is just about, no matter how much you run, no matter how much you move on, there's always something there to remind you that something once was, and it's always going to be. It hurts, but that's just how it is. I don't think I ever told you, did I? That something similar happened, like with the planar earthquake.
Really?
I had a group of friends, and when I lived in my when I lived here next one, I obviously started my volunteering here, like small things, and I had this group of friends, and we were like tight knit, and we did the volunteering together, because their life paths were also like helping others, and we were doing this hike, this like adventuring, and the planar quake happened, and I happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and when it happened, I survived, but the others did not. And now it's like a grave reminder that when these things happen, there's always something bad there. You know, you lose something. Do I know that Tywin lost his hand to me?
I don't know if I've mentioned it with a planar quake.
I don't think you.
I think you might have before Nemu joined the party, like vaguely.
Yeah. I don't
Like
think
just
You
in
just
passing.
told us that something fell on it.
Yeah. Fucking planar quakes, man.
Oh,
Dangerous things they are. I always wondered how the two planets are connected like this.
did something happen to you too?
One could be entitled for compensation.
You could say that. Let's just say every time I've come across a planar quake, it's always been a bad thing. Life-changingly bad. And that's everyone I've come across. No one's ever come out of a planar quake experience happy. We need to get Rooster inside somewhere. And we need to get some rest. Because I hope she's going to wake up. I think she will, but just to be safe, we need to get shelter, get to an inn. Hopefully they're not fucking panicking too much and they'll be able to give us some stay.
Do you need help carrying Rusa?
I gotta put it back on my back. I'll go to the closest inn. I don't know where Tarina and Solomon went. If you find them,
Yeah, I'll let
tell
you
them
know.
to come to the inn.
Yeah, I mean, given word of your deeds has passed around, you can relatively find board, especially because they're not really charging right now because people who have lost their homes are also just being given board. There will always be like that one shitty tavern owner who'll be like, I'm going to charge extra because people need housing. Like relatively, you can find stable housing for the time being
Good.
without having to spend on it too much.
I'll set Rooster up in my room. I'll put her on the bed and I'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah. Fantastic. As your with corruption fades, like from your system, like again, it's like not like a tedious process, but it is like tiring nonetheless. As it fades, like away from you, you notice that the hilt of your sword gently, whenever you will it, will glow in a temporal radius, and that's just to signify your level up to level 6. And it's like that, and it's a silvery like light that you know. Those flowers that you arrange yourselves with, they regain some life, so on and so forth.
I think I might stay outside for a bit until just everyone gets back and just I'll be sitting against the golem still. Wait, is this a short rest? Or
You guys can decide what you want to take. Short or
Tyler
long.
wants to do a long rest, that's what.
You are happy to. You are welcome to do whatever you desire.
I should do
Short or
all
long.
those too.
So you notice that tiny little diary that you found has now now that you've bonded with it, has fully fledged out into like a proper tome, like this thick, like leather-bound book. For the viewers, I did mention the wrong magic item last session. We have corrected that. It is actually an Atlas of Endless Horizons. You notice that the front cover of the book looks like a door.
door?
Like a door. And like the back cover is made to look like a door frame. So when you open it up, you've got those spells accessible to you.
I mean, I will spend any time.
You can, as part of your long rest, you can.
I would go towards anything that could distract me, so I'll just spend as pretty much all the time other than when I'm actually asleep with the book.
Yeah, you can. Okay, canvas as long rest. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Is it
Nat one.
Really?
Oh no, that's a 17.
I was gonna say.
Okay, I just read the one.
17 or 7?
17.
17.
17? Yeah. How did you? What?
It's a
read
bit of
one.
shitty
It's a-
looking dice.
yeah, it's
it's
really
hard
hard
to
to
read.
Okay, 17.
Yeah.
Even with the 17, like you do discern something other than what you would have with that one, but still, you notice that like the back cover of the book is covered with this fractal light design. There's these eight horizontal lines that kind of merge into one like thicker pattern, but then that one line you zoom out and then there's like another 8 lines and then they merge into one. And yeah, you just notice that on the back cover.
Okay.
So it's like these 8 horizontal lines that merge into one thicker line, but as you zoom out, there's another 8 lines that merge into another line. On and on again.
8 horizontal lines.
That merge into one.
Yep.
And then the fractal kind of zooms out. And then there's that one line is parallel to another 7 lines that merge into one.
Okay.
Repeating. Lots of leveling up happening.
Yeah, I thought I did my spells, but apparently not. Also, I thought I got more prepared ones this level. But...
Tywin, you just feel fitter, like you could run an extra 5 feet. You can also swim.
You feel like going
I think
for
I
a
just have
swim.
more adrenaline running through my
Yeah. You're roiding up.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Eh?
Oh, is there anything Mario say before we go for long rest?
So this is still like middle of the day, roughly.
Yeah, again,
Okay, yeah, I think
time
we got it a bit.
As Sigmund gets back to the inn, he sort of like gets his own little section, and he's like fiddling around with different potions and testing out some new things. And at some point, he puts a drop into one of the potions, and the potion goes and starts flying all around the room, and he catches the thing in his hand, and then like at this point all of the liquid is dissipated out the room, and he goes, "Interesting. That will come in handy, giraffe." And the giraffe goes, "Ah!" And he throws the empty bottle of the giraffe, which the giraffe catches it in his mouth and
I would
swallows
pay
it.
for a soundboard with just Jordan doing like multiple different like voice, like giraffe sounds.
And then after that, Sigmund goes to sleep.
Nice. But yeah, feel free to mark off whatever sort of rest you desire, short / long / none if you're feeling healthy and spry. You arise later in the evening, roughly 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. The city seems a little more stable. A lot of those larger plumes of smoke have mostly dissipated now. You can see there is an effort to get something find a source of water. So there has a group of more able guards and soldiers have trekked out of the city to find a water source because the entire plumbing of the city is fucked because they didn't bring the plumbing along with it.
Curses.
We got goddamn
We
Equilax.
cleaned those sewers for nothing.
But yeah, so there's been an effort to map out the surroundings, in the center of the town where the Colossus lays inert. There seems to be a massive board, like a cork board with map rough sketches of the local landscape. There seems to be a congregation of different individuals talking amongst themselves. There seems to be battle-hardened generals. There are leaders of merchant guilds trying to figure out where the hell they are.
Would I know exactly where next one we are? With these...
Make a
Oops.
nature. Maybe make a nature roll.
Well, we love to hear.
12.
12's not bad. Vaguely, you think you are somewhere in get my fucking job. Vaguely put, you are somewhere in the Ophelia archipelago.
Nemi looks up at the sky, and she looks at the trees, and she goes. And she's gonna open the door when she realizes where she might be. And she, would everyone still be asleep? She kind of just like runs outside and kind of just like excitedly just goes like, like she can't wait for people to wake up. And if there's anyone who's like hanging about, she's just like, she like shakes their shoulders. She's like, I gotta taste something really cool. Gotta taste something really cool. I don't know if anyone's out there, but like, she's like slightly jumpy and excited.
Are you okay?
I think I know where we are. We're in my home.
Really?
My home.
That's...
Again, so the archipelago is like a good like 30 or 40 islands that make up this like region of the planet.
But I would
you don't know exactly what island you're on, but you're on one of them.
Look, I know just the general idea of each island.
She just picks up the chicken grain that she's just been pouring into this bowl of chicken. That's great, I think. Is that good? I don't...
Can we please go to my island, please? Can we please?
I mean, I don't know how to travel, but we need to get Rusa back. I don't...
Please. I want to see my mama and my papa. I haven't seen them in so long. And look, I know we have to see Rusa, but also my mama and my papa, my town, and all my friends, my other friends.
This would be something that you'd have to discuss with the whole party.
I can't wait that long. Everyone's asleep.
Well, you can just go upstairs and just like yell. That seems very effective.
As soon as you say that, she's gonna run into the tavern and go, guys, everyone wake up, come wake up right now, get up. I know where we are.
Oh, that's good.
We're in my home. We're on one of the islands of my home. The archipelago?
Oh, we're there.
Now listen, I know we're supposed to get someone to help Rusa.
Where relative to where I'm from is that? As far as I know.
So, let me look at the document again. I wrote this over a year ago now.
I think the continent I was from was like Toro?
North Tiola, I think?
Yeah, Tiola.
Yeah.
Look, I know we're supposed to help Rusa.
So Tiola is if you imagine like our planet, Tiola is roughly like where the Atlantic Ocean is.
Okay.
And the archipelago is roughly where the Middle East is today.
Okay. That's pretty bad, but not like opposite side of the planet.
Yeah, it's not like antipodal point, but it's like
a
big journey.
Yeah.
Now listen, I know we're supposed to help Rusa, I know we're supposed to like do all this stuff and go for the person you're looking for, but please, we need to stop by my home.
Well, we need to leave the city anyway.
Stop by your home.
Listen. I don't know if maybe there's someone else that can help Rusa at my home. I don't know, but I really want to go. Please. I haven't been there in so long. I haven't been able to come home in so long.
I don't have a problem
This
with
person
that
that you're getting in contact with,
yes.
how do you plan to get in contact with them?
They live near where I'm from, so we're going to have to travel pretty far.
Where you're from?
Yes.
And where's that?
It's
You're looking like via ship. You're looking at a few weeks of journey. Via magical travel, may be instantaneous, but you know, if you're not like 100% familiar with the location, the magic would go wrong.
As far as my little idea of the geography of this planet is, it's like a long time by ocean.
Is
And
Nemu's place on the way?
All I know is that we're in a place with a lot of islands, and I'm guessing one of them is...
Yes, one of them's fine, but
It's not gonna be a big detour, okay? I understand if you want to see your family, that's fine.
Listen, I don't think it's going to be a big detour.
Okay.
If it is a big detour,
If it is, you can stay with your family, and we can keep going.
okay. Wait, hold on, stop. Wait.
Devin, roll up a new character.
Alright, where's those 46s? But
Already
like,
starting, let's go.
yeah. Listen, I promise this won't be a detour. Except for the fact I don't know what island we're on.
So here's the good news.
So the good news is within Ophelia archipelago, but what island I don't know.
So, what are you saying? We're gonna be searching for your family?
Well, listen. We don't necessarily have to go directly to my island, but let's say maybe on the way we could go to my island if we say hypothetically went into it.
Well, any ally on this planet could be helpful.
Yeah. Do I know when Callie lives?
If Kali holds that information, yeah, like
Where are you from, Callie?
Oh yeah, so I changed the name of the village so it's not copywriting. It's now Firinel,
okay.
but
No.
I live in a small village from North Tiola.
Would I know how far?
Yeah, roughly again, like by water, probably at least 3 or 4 weeks of travel.
Well, listen. If we are,
What about with my swimming speed?
We're gonna climb onto your back.
Tywin just goes, no worries, fucking.
Carry the one. You'd probably have to start making constitution saves like 10 minutes into the swim.
Oh no, please God, no constitution saves.
Just to avoid exhaustion.
Well, let's talk.
I'll drown 60 feet out.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Tywin's like, I got it, and then you just see him slowly fall into the water.
And then you
This
just
is a stark
back with the
contrast from
waves.
keeping Tywin alive that we were talking about before the session started.
Yeah. Well, have you considered? So, if we're say going to your part of the continent, how do you want to get there? I think you and I both know.
That's a very good question.
Are you from a safe village?
Yeah.
It's not being constantly attacked by anyone.
Is it?
Not that you remember that.
You're
Not that I
you're not
remember.
currently in a war.
No. I remember everything being okay.
Crime rates? How are the crime rates?
The crime rates were fine. It was a very nice place. Not a bad crime rate. Very nice.
Okay, well,
On that note, I should mention that the village I lived in, and the reason I ran away from it, is that it's controlled by the Order.
Oh no,
fuck me.
Hi, you know what?
You have no other way to get in contact with this person.
Well,
You don't
they
have some sort of
they don't-
magical way to like talk to them or some shit. You're holding a book right now. Isn't that a book of
Yeah,
mumbo jumbo?
I just found this book of Mumbo Jumbo. I'm still figuring this
Well,
out. But,
read the
well,
shit. See if there's anything that
okay,
gets us to talk to this person right now.
I have managed to talk to him in my dreams.
Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you. Very good. Well, problem solved, Callie. You can talk to them
You're
in your
very
dreams.
But I think we actually need to go to them if they are to help us find a planar
Can
quake.
we stop by my house then? I can get into you. No order in my house. Or my home. My house was fine.
And it was definitely the Order? The
Yes.
people who stole Rooster in the first place?
I'm 80% sure. I didn't know it was the Order when I ran away from them, but once I learned more about them after when I in X2.
Alright, well. Did Solomon come back last night? Did anyone see?
Solomon did not return last night.
Where did he? Wait, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, wait, we've gone a full day over there?
No.
Well, we had a whole night's sleep.
Okay.
Well, you slept through the day because you were fucking.
Yeah, a whole day,
Solomon,
8 hours
Solomon
sleep.
has not.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Solomon?
Oh my god.
Tarina's with you. Tarina probably knows.
I'm with you still. Aren't we still parading around the city saving everyone?
It's between that and Solomon just relentlessly hitting something at a forge.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Wasn't
He's-
Tarina and your crazy doctor friend talking to him?
That sounds.
Well, my crazy doctor friend went out to save people, so I don't know where the fuck he. Oh no, I saw him in his room last night. He's here. All right.
I don't
I
know.
whistle loudly for a rat to come to me. Hey, buddy. Go scouting around the city looking for. I turn on speak with animals. Go scouting around the city. And look for big armor man. Yeah, just the big armor man. That's all I care about. I'm also going to. Oh yeah, no, and then come back here if you find them, and then you can guide me to them. And here's some cheese. Take some of my cheese with you.
I'm gonna quickly play with you. Can you
He runs off.
please tell us where we are? Please let me know where we are. This is so. I want to see home. I really want to see home. And she kind of just like hopes that, because she helped us before, she can definitely help me now.
The rat returns maybe an hour later.
Oh great, then I can't.
Well, no, but you can still it still conveys the message,
Okay.
the rough idea of what it's trying to say.
Good.
It saw many big armor men, and like the big armor men were like other warforged or like soldiers in the city. So like it saw like 30 different big armor men
That's fine.
because it rolled a
He's
3
probably
on its
one of them.
perception check.
Ah, right, that makes sense. Alright.
In that time, can I go to where Rusa is and just quickly do a medicine check to see if there's any sort of like conditions or anything?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Alright, speak with animals is the spell slot. Good shit. Forgot about that.
Yeah, just
I just do it once per day.
11.
I mean, yeah, above average. So like, yeah, she looks exhausted, but like it's more of a like like when you sleep for too long and then when you wake up you're like groggy as hell. Alex knows what's up.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she's experiencing.
Okay.
And again, yeah, as I said, she looks like a year older now.
I might just put my hand on her forehead.
That camera just went out.
Yeah.
Yes, it
and
did.
not do anything because we're gonna go on
We're gonna go to a break. I've been trying to lean to a break for a while and I keep forgetting. Alright, well, we're going to break and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back,
Gamers.
gamers.
And you can say that word.
It's a really tragic story. We accidentally cast polymorph on Alex, and Alex now became Olivia's legs.
Yeah, there's just we had so much space before, and now it's all gone. The disembodied screaming really
Alex is
makes me.
all too well.
Sometimes I can still think I can hear it.
Yeah, I didn't have legs before, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, Alex will be not feeling too well, so we'll be heading home. But
We're not waving at him. That's something else.
Yeah.
there's just someone else in the corner reading a book that we're waving at.
Yeah. They are pods in though.
No, but yeah.
I think Trey was in the middle of doing
I
something.
had
Yes.
put my hand on Roos's forehead, and I'm just gonna cast Lesser Restoration and see if that does anything.
It definitely helps with, like, it doesn't remove an entire exhaustion level, but she does seem reinvigorated. Yeah. Try to find the voice.
Oh,
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright. Hi.
That's good to hear.
Hi.
I've just been worried. So.
Galadriel,
Hello. Oh, you're awake.
Trey won't tell me how she is.
How are you?
And Trey, how are you?
How are you?
I think it's more important you answer that question.
I don't have to answer.
No.
Yes.
Trey won't tell me how she is.
Trey, my darling, how you doing?
Chicken's great.
Sharina!
I'm not here.
Oh, right.
You
Well, she's
just
still gonna do it. Sharina! Sharina!
Haha. It
Hi,
stopped
Lynn.
working.
Nemo? Not Nemo.
Excuse me.
I'm doing things for Sigmund right now at the same time, and to jump back into
Crying,
time.
just like, what?
Rosa? Rosa, are you okay?
Yeah. Trey's not telling me how she is.
Trey's fine. Don't worry about Trey.
See, gets it.
Rosa, you did a great job back there. I mean, you did a better job than we did, even.
No, you guys fought all of the monsters and the people.
Well, yeah, but that's...
Fuckheads.
We probably should have done a better job at that side of things.
Tywin taught her that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was when I first met her. I think we kind of wasted your talents, Rosa. And I'm sorry about that. You did everything you could have done, and we didn't live up to that.
Which is fine. We're all alive. We're in a different place now, but we're all alive.
I'll get you back to your dad. I know he's worried sick about you. Do we still have a way to contact him?
If I was here,
Don't.
I would say something.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
if a big metal man was in the room, maybe.
Did I ever communicate to him or no?
You've used the stone.
Solomon.
I've lent it to you to use before.
Do I have the
I
stone?
think Solomon has it.
Right.
I can take this.
Okay.
Yeah, and as far as you're aware, it will still work, but with a 5% chance of failing.
Yeah. And Sigmund has finished his potions for the day,
Nice.
which is good.
Sigmund barges into
Sigmund,
the
I was about to say, Sigmund bursts into the room. Good news! I have discovered flight! And he holds up a small vial in his hand.
Wouldn't it be floating?
No, the liquid doesn't
Are
fly.
you gonna try it yourself?
No, I only have the one.
No.
Can I try it?
No.
No! I only have the one.
So
This is just one of those NPC voices. No, I only have the one.
So who's gonna try
Spoiler.
it?
No,
What
I.
is it for?
It is for when we need to get somewhere high. We will have this for us. Do not fear, I will keep it in a special pocket. He puts it in the biggest pocket that has 100 other things. It's the same color and shape as all the others.
Did you label it? Did you label it?
I've kept it in the special pocket if I need it.
Pull it out right now.
Okay, it is. It is this one. This one right here.
Doesn't look the same.
Is it?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that did not.
You roll me a D100.
I know, it's just a D10. I'm just doing a D10.
Okay.
It's 13.
16.
16?
Yep.
It's not the same. It's got more bits like floating in it than the previous one did.
It's chunkier.
Yeah, chunkier.
Chunky salsa.
So what does it do now?
It did
Makes
not
you fly.
change. It still makes you fly.
Are you sure? It looks like your pocket has changed it.
My
Why, your
pocket does not
pocket's
have the
magical.
ability to change potions.
So you're admitting that's a different potion?
No, this is the same potion as
Okay.
before. Do you want me to prove it?
Yes,
Yes.
please. That would be very entertaining.
Trey sits down.
Never
with
kinda-
it just
Nemo kind of turns it into.
You're gonna fit it someone? Don't you have only just the one?
Well, I need to prove it now.
Russo also sits down to watch this.
Oh yeah.
I drink it. I uncork it. I drink it. And, hang on.
Trey's pulled out chicken grainers, just started eating it and feeding some to chicken. Offers a bit to Russo in case Russo wants some.
Cool, I spit out a flaming sphere.
Wait!
So now it's just floating in the middle of the room. Just
At the
this ball
same
of
time
fire.
as you do that,
Well,
you
it's
also
flying.
begin to hover in the air.
Sorry?
At the same time as you spit out the flaming sphere, you also begin to hover in the air. And you see that
It was more effective than I thought.
Russo, what are you doing?
And then she cancels the spell. You just
Does he break his concentration on the
See,
flaming
you
sphere?
did it! You flew!
I start clapping, but I'm clapping at Russo instead of Sigmund.
As he's like lying face down on the floor, the giraffe stands on top of his back and opens its mouth and shoots out confetti.
Yeah! Where's Tywin?
The
in all
flame
this?
sphere dissipates.
He's in the room, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's Tywin? Is he just looking at this like? Or is he like,
He's just sitting next to Risa.
he doesn't
Just,
give
like,
a fuck.
keeping an eye on Risa.
Seen this
He's
shit
not even
before.
really paying attention to the situation.
Seen this shit.
I wasted a second level spell.
I'm gonna turn to Russo and say, Russo, do you need anything? Do you feel healthy?
Yeah.
I see.
I'm gonna go get some food. And then she just walks downstairs.
What was the name of this tavern, by the way?
Good question.
As the one thing I ask every time we go into a tavern.
As it should.
Yeah.
What's the tavern?
1 second.
Are you
Name
even
it
at the tavern?
now.
Or are you yeah, you're still. Why do you care?
Because it's important.
You're not at the tavern.
Because Thea says we walk into a tavern, I say, what's it
You're
called?
not at the tavern.
Consistency is key.
You used the post the elixir of boldness, right?
I did.
Yes.
Just making sure. Awesome.
Does that count as a spell? Is that what it...
I just make elixirs every day after a long rest.
Damn.
Yeah, I make 2 elixirs every day. They're random. I don't get to choose what they are. I randomize them, but I make 2 every day.
The
There's some more
talent.
of them.
Yeah, they're great.
The foolish thief.
Thank you.
It's more of a. It's like it's not like high class or anything, but like the rooms are comfortable.
And it's standing, which is a
yeah.
really big benefit in today's market.
And yeah, they're basically like for a few days at a time they're giving free board just so that they can cycle like some of the like other like disheveled homeless people through that have lost like their places and stuff.
Now then.
After that, if you want to stay longer, then you start paying.
Now then.
So we have a glaring issue. We need to travel by boat in a planet that we don't really know. I mean, you two are familiar with the planet,
Vaguely.
but ultimately, generally, the group's knowledge on this planet not super high. We don't own a boat. And we can't get it from this city since this city was just teleported to the middle of the jungle.
Would the city have had any skyships docked?
Yes. Yeah. There are air vessels that you can take, and roughly with your intelligence, you can estimate that it would cut the 4 weeks into maybe 2 weeks of travel if you took an airship.
How the fuck do we get access to an airship?
I will say that, like, because of the nature of where the docks are located, pretty much every airship is in some way damaged. There are 3 airships that are like passenger based, and then there are other cargo airships, but those are also damaged. So, yeah.
I guess there's the airships, but I have no idea how they could lend us any when they probably need it the most.
Is Luft with you guys?
Yeah,
I would say yes. Just for the sake of role playing Robbie's character in a non-restrictive way, I would say she's with you, but she's also like heavily just.
All she's focused on is like repairing her arm.
Yeah.
But I remember,
And like, yeah, you guys can infer.
she rolled a 20 on understanding how airships work.
Did she?
Yeah. It was either me or her. One of us did when we were on that ship.
Oh yeah, the dragon fight.
Yeah.
I've got it written down, and we were like, oh, nice.
We have to get the airship.
And I was just thinking, if anyone's going to repair an airship, it's going to be a girl that can literally fly when she feels like that.
If I don't know, like maybe we could convince them that we're doing it for the city. I mean, we probably have a lot of rep in this town right now because of us trying to stop it from being planar quaked forcibly. I don't know if people understand what they saw, but if we have rep in the city, perhaps we can tell them that what we're doing is to get the city back to where it is, which I guess isn't strictly a lie.
Let's do it.
It's not our main objective, but if we find a way on our way, then hey, maybe the person that you know, I mean, they've been researching into how to find out when planar quakes are happening, right? But we just found out that people can force planar quakes. Maybe your friend knows a little about that too. Maybe they've come a long way and they've discovered that they can do the same thing. Maybe we can just get the city back where it was.
Honestly, we could ask them. We're trying to reverse the process.
Theoretically, the city's already got all the tech for it. It just happened.
Except I knock on the giant core. I don't think this is functioning anymore.
That's true, but I'm sure the hardest part of that is like fucking doing the outline of it. The inner stuff, you might just need to change out a few parts.
Yeah.
Who knows? Regardless, maybe we should head down to where they're parked and see who we can talk to.
I think that's wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the mermaid is like, yes, go. I come with you.
Okay.
As you begin to, as you walk out, like, you know, making your way towards the dock, as you get to the,
I might take a slight detour just myself on the way.
okay, do you want to do that first?
Yeah. Because after reading the spell book, I've realized there are new things I could learn, but I need things to use them. So I would like to just buy some magic supplies.
Sure.
Can I? Hold on. What do I need?
Also, to answer your question, things right now in terms of magic supplies are actually more expensive because people are trying to like fucking make money to repair their livelihoods. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be trying to make money to stay alive, but that's all right. Sure, if you don't want to take my coin.
Okay. I need.
Keep in mind, I'm tailing Solomon this whole time, so
Yeah.
I could try and talk to them.
I need 100 gold pearl for identify and less expensive 50 gold diamond.
Okay. Again, with the markup, the 110 diamond will cost you about 125, and the 50.
No, the
the
diamond
pearl will cost you 125, and the diamond will cost you about 60.
Okay.
So 185 for the lot, unless you want to try a bargain.
Honestly, I'm kind of in a rush. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Right. Yeah. I will remove that. Okay. I now have things. And yeah, then I'll just get back on foot.
As you head towards the airship dock, which is maybe the top right, intersection of the city, you see that those 6 spires that were designed to contain the plane shift spell have taken on like a sickly blue color. Like the material they're made out of has taken a sickly blue color.
Right.
You know, Solomon, these past few days, I think we've really made a difference. And I have no doubt in my mind that you are, in fact, the champion of Palo that we all deserve.
It is a title I merely strive to achieve, Tarina.
Well, in my eyes, you have gone above and beyond. It truly is wondrous to see you in action.
Indeed.
But it pains me to know that all of this suffering just could have been prevented, and, well, it could very well happen again.
It does far more than pain me, Tarina, to think we came so close to averting this catastrophe and failed mere seconds away from our...
Well, the past is the past, but what we can do is we can focus on the future. We can make sure something like this never happens again.
The Eklax and all of their Urk will never be allowed to reign free on this earth as they have done before. I will see it done.
And I will help you every step of the way.
Glory to Palor.
Glory to Palor.
Solomon continues with his work. This wasn't perverting at all.
Yeah.
So we get into the docks?
Yeah, you arrive at the docks in a timely fashion. You see there is like a decent repair effort going just to get like the what's the word I'm called? The bridges set up to dock with, to let passengers off and stuff. Because one of the skyships that had just like landed when this whole debacle was happening, it was full of passengers, and they've been trying to safely escort them down to stable housing. So for the purposes of this, like these airships look like kind of like pirate vessels, but then they've got like these massive engines built into like the lower hull, basically. 2 to provide forward thrust and a 2 to provide upward momentum. The upward momentum was like much larger because going up is a lot harder than going forwards.
Right. Okay. I would like to approach whoever looks in charge.
Yeah, so like you could come to this human who looks to be like some sort of foreman directing people around, and it's like, well, how can I help you?
Take out my business card. Tywin Shift.
Well, my fan, nice to meet you all. How can I help?
I don't know if you saw what was going on when everything went down. We were sort of caught up in the battle at the center of it. We were trying to stop this whole thing from happening. We were inches away.
Passing word of some of your deeds.
Good to know. We don't need praise, but
Watch out for any.
we are looking for a bit of assistance to maybe undo what was done. And, well, frankly, the person who can help us is quite a ways away. Many seas over, and we don't have access to a boat or a ship of any kind. And we saw that you have some ships that probably won't be used for a while until you can get back, since I'm sure your trained pilots don't have a lay of this land anyway. It's probably pretty dangerous to be setting them out flying. So we'd like to possibly borrow one of these ships. We can give you a bit of gold for the trouble.
Well, there are few issues I see with this endeavor. The first of which none of you, and he gestures to whoever is there, look trained in the
Well, looks can be deceiving. We've got
aviation.
a professional mechanic and pilot with us.
The other issue is, I don't know if you've noticed, but nothing's getting in or getting out of here. And he like picks up like a pebble on the ground and he like yeets it like towards like just straight up, and it travels maybe like 80, 90 or so feet from this raised like platform. Like this guy looks strong.
This guy got an arm on him.
Yeah. This guy like baseball pitches are like hard.
Yeah.
Like you're on this like raised platform like where like the ships are trying to like disband buffalo, and it flies for like 80 or 90 feet and then boom, and falls to the ground, shimmering off some sort of invisible.
What in the Stephen King bullshit?
Excuse me.
Wait, how did people get out to map the surrounding area?
Did you ask this in person? Oh, you're not.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
there, but this is the.
Well, we don't know then. That is an issue. We did not know that.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be our first thing. If that was no longer an issue, does that solve all our problems?
Well, we will need this ship back. We have no promise of return from you guys, so we.
I'm making a promise of return right now. You have my business card. I consider that a promise.
I consider that.
I consider
A
that.
man doesn't give you a business card unless he's in it for it. For it.
For it. For it.
How's your charisma, Chief?
Chris is very high.
Oh, word for my tag.
Jordan's charisma is not as high.
Well, this is a very nice business card, but I don't think it will suffice in terms of intent to return.
What if we,
How much for compensation?
Well, if you're looking to hire just the ship itself with no crew, we can probably look at about. We're probably looking at about 1,500 gold for the ship itself, and if you want a crew to go along with you, then probably a bit more.
How about
hang on, let's group, we'll talk to you in a second. Let's group up for a second and just talk about this.
I think
How's everyone doing in funds?
I can contribute 200.
I can contribute 400 gold.
I need to ask a question because somehow I have 600 gold.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
could be
remember
right,
how.
Spenny.
Yeah,
But
that
like,
could be right. I had about that
Oh
before.
yeah, if he has 400, then it's within like
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if you get like 7,000 platinum.
oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's not
Yeah,
out
that
of
makes
the
sense.
realm of possibility because
Okay.
Nemu was given like a bounty, and I'm pretty sure you also were given some amount. Again, like how
I don't
Other
think
than
it was
that,
much either.
I just love that the whole city fucking vanished before we got paid. Gotta love that one.
Well, we haven't finished
We
the
haven't
job
finished
yet.
the
That's what I
job.
mean. Well, in fact, we've done
Fuck.
the worst possible job.
Yeah.
We took her further away.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
We took her to a different
but
planet.
here's the thing: we did this.
Long distance.
We can get paid extra money for bringing it back.
I don't think that's. I mean, maybe.
Maybe
Maybe he will be
Oh,
so
I was
grateful.
saying that as the player, not Nemu. Nemu.
Oh, right.
Samu's got an accent.
Maybe.
Come on.
Yeah, actually, it was my alter ego, Emu.
And
I think.
How much would you be willing to chip in, Trey?
as long as I've got enough to feed chicken, that's all that matters.
Honestly, you could have 1 gold and have enough to feed chicken. I think.
I don't know about that. Let's.
Emu because it's an EU.
70 gold
Okay.
for one bag of chicken.
So you said 200. I said 400.
I
That's
could
600.
do 400 too.
That's 1,000, and then you
I can
do
cover the.
1,500. We actually have it between the 4 of us.
We do. Though, we don't have Tarina and Solomon with us right now.
Well, if they want to chip in, they can help us out.
I will
after.
say, you as the character know, and Luft said this to you, she knows how the ships work, she doesn't know how to pilot them.
Yeah, we might need a crew.
Yeah, we lied.
Oh yeah, do we have anyone proficient in air vehicles?
No.
No, 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 no. No, of course not.
Yeah.
Why would we?
What if we negotiate? Do a little bit more negotiating.
I mean, here's the idea, right? I think we're getting these rates because we helped save the city, because we're heroes of the city, right? Well, not heroes of the city. We failed, but we at least helped. We're like the cops
Mercenaries.
of the city.
We're the only ones who actually bothered to do anything.
And so, look, if there's a big under the dome situation happening here, what we can do is maybe help get rid of that, because I mean we need to anyway. It needs to be done ASAP. So we need to figure out what's going on there. Get rid of the dome. Maybe we can get them to drop the price a bit for saving the city a second time by letting them leave.
That's a good idea.
Give it a try.
Okay, here.
Just as a quick
Oh,
addendum,
yes, go.
at this point, Solomon and thereby Tarina would join you, having probably talked to Luft about where you guys went.
Solomon's briefly said to Tarina just beforehand, like, Tarina, I require your assistance briefly. I am aware you are somewhat skilled in the arcane arts, though you may not know it. I am more interested in your garments.
My garments?
Indeed. Can you tailor, Tarina?
I could certainly have a go.
I would
say.
appreciate some input on this piece I am making for Caliphal.
Well, alright then.
And that's basically the gist of it. But Solomon strides back up to the party and says, Good day, everybody!
Oh, hello.
Having seen your huddling and whatnot.
What in darnation? Because he's seen Wolfwood, but this, you're massive.
He's a big boy. Have peace. Caliphal, this is for you. And holds out.
What is...
It's like, it's crudely made, but it seems very thick and effective. You have a suit of +1 studded leather armor. Tarina helped.
Thank you to both of you. I was not expecting this.
+1 studded leather armor.
How much
You
does it
seem
cost?
in
250 probably.
you seem in better
Wait,
spirits,
what's
Solomon.
regular studded leather?
It's regular studded
What's
leather.
the
went
price
up
of
to do
regular?
this.
45.
Yep. Got angry, made some armor.
Solomon, you seem in higher spirits.
You are next, Darwin.
What the fuck? You already made me armor.
You are all aware that we effectively failed our mission, have we not?
Yes, I agree with that.
I believe this was in
This
part...
is not niceties. This is just making us competent.
This was in part my fault. Had I been better prepared, had I more effectively channeled Palor through my works, maybe we should have succeeded.
Sure.
This is the first step in making right. I will improve us all.
I think we all could...
Okay, but just so you know, you've made me armor already. I'm wearing it in front of you right now.
Indeed.
That's a
However, it is
whole,
not your
like,
armor with which you fight, is it, Tyler?
Most of the time, no.
No, it is your steel and your weapons. Specifically that crossbow you are so fond of.
You gonna fuck with my crossbow?
What if it was more effective?
You're gonna fuck with my crossbow?
How more effective?
I cannot say. I have not worked with the intricacies of such a delicate piece. However, I have no doubt Luft could assist me.
Well, you gonna break my crossbow?
I will improve it. Imbue it with a measure of Palor's power such that it strikes true fear into the hearts of your enemies.
Right, magic shit.
Indeed. And I have no doubt I could fashion you a similar suitable array of bolts for it.
What if you break it? Then I've got nothing.
Then I will make you a new one.
You know how to do that?
A simple crossbow is very much within my grasp to design. A magical one, I may need Luft's assistance. However, I assure you it will be done.
And I don't need to know any magic to be able to use a magical crossbow?
No, the power is stored within the object itself, not the wielder.
Okay. I mean,
I will
helps me kill stronger.
Indeed.
I'll go for it.
I will set my heart to it in time. For now, it appears we are tasked with removing this. And Solomon also swoops a pebble.
Right, yeah,
That
the
said Barry.
dude did that already before. So, I don't know if you thought that was going to be a revelation. We know that happens.
I have
We just
been
saw it.
filled in briefly by Luft and the innkeep. However,
Right.
what stock would you give our situation?
Well, we need to get rid of it somehow, and I hope there's a way to do it from where we are.
To the foreman of the place, quickly, like, to answer Trini's question in loose terms now. This barrier wasn't up when they initially started the expedition because they did it immediately as the event happened, just to scope out. But when they got back, part of their party's been split essentially. There's like people who have returned, and then there are people on the outside who have basically started setting up camp and stuff.
Been trapped outside the city.
Yeah.
Solomon.
So, What's your name, buddy?
Let me just. My name's Austin.
Austin?
Austin. O-S-T. O-S-T-I-D.
O-S-T-I-E. Osti.
Austin. D.
Oh. Austin. So, buddy, if we take a look into this barrier thing, see if we can get rid of it for the city, get some of your people who are outside back in, get some of the people who need to go out back out, get the information flowing again. Will 1,500 cover the thing and the crew?
I'm already giving you a pretty generous discount, considering your efforts to stop the thing that brought us to this godforsaken place.
But if we can't get rid of this barrier, these things are literally useless.
Do you ever wish to leave this accursed city again?
Roll me an intimidation check.
Thank God. It's okay, it's 15. So my intimidation is -1. I don't think I'm proficient yet. It is -1.
Well, the way I see it, yes, we do need to get out, but of course, you do too. That's why you're here for an airship, yeah? So, once again, I make the same claim I did before. My discount pretty generous.
How much with crew?
Probably looking at about 1,800 gold for them.
So an extra 300.
So what if we just take the people we need?
Exactly. Like, what roles do we need as crew?
You need
a pilot?
You need a pilot. You need a navigator. You need
Deckhands or something.
You need like a set of a few deckhands. Like I'd say 4 deckhands for your crew size. You need probably someone to like maintain like some like a. If you want to take some sort of like militant presence with you, you could ask for that as well. That would be covered in your crew. They'd probably replace one of the like deckhands with like more like someone who can arm a ballista or something, and they can mount one on.
Why does Sigmund have money? Why do I have money on
Sigmund? Because Sigmund's rich.
Like,
How much do you have?
he has 390 gold.
Sigmund.
Why did he have that?
What the hell?
Oh, I know why. You got money. Like everyone in the party got like not like a shitload, but like a decent amount of money when you returned the.
So he
like
got
40
paid.
kids.
He got paid
The platinum
as well.
sword.
So he got paid as well for the job. Okay, in that case,
Sigmund.
Sigmund steps up and goes, "I will cover the extra 300. If it gets Tywin to safety, that is all that matters." And he plops down 300 on the floor in front of everyone.
On the floor?
Yeah, he just drops it in a bag, just onto the floor.
Let's not.
And then again, confetti shoots out over
That's
the
very
over the
noble
money.
of
What sort of crew are you looking for? Are you looking for just stand like just?
Whoever handles your normal flights.
So you don't want any sort of if I assume wherever you're going it's going to be dangerous. You're not looking for any sort of military.
Well,
expertise?
We can probably handle that.
we're proficient in fighting, and I don't. No, just your regular crew.
We're very strong. And I point to Solomon.
We're very
Oh,
strong.
it is
fact-
very nice of you to care.
In fact, this 300 right here, take it as a deposit right now, while we go sort out this dome situation. Make sure that nothing happens to these ships and keep it in top shape.
Well, the third and final issue that you interrupted me with is these are damaged. They're going to take some time to repair. Like
How long?
we're looking at probably a few days at minimum.
It might take us that long to figure out this dome situation anyway. So
alright.
keep
Do you
the
want-
300. Use it to repair the ship if you need. Do whatever you need to do,
Okay.
and we'll get
Do,
back.
do, do you want any? Because again, this is what we're probably going to be given to you as a passenger vessel. Do you want this retrofitted with any weapons or anything? You can.
Last time we were attacked by a dragon.
Now, this is me giving you guys the opportunity, so you can say like, oh, we want to get rid of this quarter, and we want to retrofit it with a ballista.
We don't know how the boat looks.
What?
We've been on
one
one.
They're
Oh, they're all the same.
They're of similar design. They're of similar design. It's basically like
Was there a handout for that?
I didn't give you a handout, so no. But
There was a map because we fought on it, so we saw the map.
Yeah.
So they don't come with ballista, do they? Well, they came with ballista originally.
They can be retrofitted with ballista, and he says he'll do that as part of your like money that you've already spent if you want that.
Would I know if there's any like dragons or big scary things to watch out for here?
Make a history roll.
Fuck. That one.
I mean, again, it's been years since you've been back here. You don't know what it's like.
Oh yeah.
If there's any dangers, I don't know about them.
Thank you, Nemu.
She just goes,
Okay, so
I kind of forgot.
Okay, yeah, look.
there will
I
be a
mean-
handout for the ship, though. And I will probably hand one of you, whoever decides to the captain. will
Honestly, yeah, some weapons would be nice on the thing. Last time we were on, it was a bit of a rocky thing, and I don't think we ever got a refund for that trip, but oh well. So yeah, next time, yeah, I think a weapon would help.
Okay. Yeah. So he said, yeah. So in general, he says that for with this down payment of 300, and as you guys go sort out the remaining 1500, he will organize you with a captain, a navigator, a few deckhands. You said you don't want any like sort of military expertise on the ships. That's fine. So one of you guys will have to or four of you, or how many, depending on how many crossbows it has, or like the ballista has, you're gonna have to operate them. And yeah, I'll get you a hand up for those in probably over the break.
Still counts as a ranged weapon, right?
It will
So I
be
can
a
add my
bonus.
ranged weapon bonuses.
Yes,
as well?
it will be a ranged weapon. But it will have stats of its own. Like the
Of
entire
course,
set.
of course. Yeah. I'm just making sure I can sharpshooter with the ballista, technically.
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Yeah, custom. You're like Taiwan's custom fitted captain seat and gun turret.
I'm like, this is just a fucking giant crossbow. It's dope.
Yeah. Okay. How's that camera going, man?
It's fine. We replaced it at the break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So everyone who's chipping in, here's a bag. Everyone put that money in this bag so that you don't accidentally spend it on something else, and then we come back and fuck it up. So everyone, take it off your sheets now.
I will happily take care of it. As he breaks his voice.
Solomon, are you
Okay, yeah, I
buddy?
trust Solomon with the money. We'll give it to Solomon.
Does Solomon take the money?
So mark off your respective amounts.
Yeah,
Make sure. Yeah, you've already given 300 from Sigmund's character sheet.
yeah, I've already done that.
So you need to between you guys, you need to muster another 1500.
Yeah, so you guys, everyone remembers how
I'm
much?
doing
they-
500.
5, 4, 4.
So 4, 4, 8, 13. So 2.
Nemu's
Yeah,
doing
and
2.
then let's go. Yep. Cool.
So mark that those respective amounts off your sheet. Yeah. So you notice that the foreman immediately gets everyone who's working on these 5 or 6 different ships to all start working on the ship immediately.
Can we lend them Luft as well?
Yeah. Luft will go help them
And
out.
at this point, Solomon's crouched down next to her. Luft, I am eternally sorry for what has befallen you. We'll speak of this soon, I swear, and I will, by my word, repair your arm.
Yeah, maybe do that before the crossbow thing.
Solomon
Make sure
probably,
it's further
Solomon
up the
probably
list.
stands up and pours 150 gold coins into his mouth, just like imagine like a whole coin register just emptying at once. This hollow clanking sound. He's like fishing them out of his armor and just showing his jaw's just gone clunk, which is barely. It's not even open normally.
Distends as
Yeah, exactly. And now whenever he walks, he just
puts
chinks
an
slightly.
arm on your shoulder, and she goes to say something,
Which
but then
one?
Solix just she goes to say something, then Solix doesn't vocalize it, and then I don't know. She in a a moment of awkward tension, she just doesn't say anything. She wants to, but doesn't, and goes and starts directing some of the ground crew in repairing the ship. Roll me a d20 because public roll. This was Luft's roll.
19.
That's a Luft for you.
Yeah, that's a Luft roll for you. With Luft's intelligence on that. Yeah. She gets. Yeah. She immediately. With conjunction of Solix's voice, she starts directing a bunch of people here to repair the sails. She starts herself just gets engrossed in just working on the engine.
He's a 12-year-old just screaming at grown men with this little bot going wielding a spear screwed up like a sword. Solomon stands up now. I have an inkling where we may seek the solution to our next problem.
Do you?
If you recall, and I'd like to remind everyone, before we started this little adventure, we had 3 different places we could go. The sewers, the center of town, and the crack in the wall.
Yeah.
One of those pylons was damaged, remember?
Right.
We saw it in a vision, and we know where it is.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna.
Solomon recounts this to the party.
Okay, because I was gonna say Tywin doesn't remember this.
And for the more perceptive of your party, akin to the magic like that you've seen this place previously, like this endeavor previously take place, where like it's been an amplified plane shift, an amplified mass kill wounds. This looks like an imperceptibly thin layer of frost as a dome around the city. It's so thin but so brittle that like you can see through it, but it's almost impenetrably like tough.
Solomon go cast identify on the closest pillar.
Yeah, on the pillar.
On whatever he can touch with this barrier.
Well, yeah. So you touch the barrier.
Yeah.
It's very cold. Like even like for your metal, like characters, like very cold. And yeah, when you cast identify on this, this is like this is a similarly amplified wall of ice. Or at least called.
I want to use my scimitar on it.
What damage type you want to use?
Fire.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
See what's. Nemri just grab her like.
I hope
scimitar.
Nemur just smashes the entire thing with one.
And then she's like, "That's. I want to go home. I want to go home." And she like does that and she's like.
Yeah, she's got a motivation now. She's like, my mama, my papa, my mommy.
I want my mummy, and she like her sword turns red as she like.
Yeah, you like tap the ruby and the entire scimitar engulfs in frost, and yeah, you slash at it.
I got. Hold on a minute. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing.
That's
I'm on the
good
wrong thing. 17.
Yep, 17 hits.
Go for it, Devin.
Then that's a
Go for it,
1d6
Devin.
plus 1.
1d6 slashing, 1d6 fire, and then plus 1.
9.
9 total. Yeah, so you slash at it, and like this flaming sword obviously like melts through the ice, but then you hear like the tower the tower you're next to hum, and the ice reforms around it.
Okay, so the tower hums. That was good, Nemu.
I think this is a group effort. She rubs her hands excited.
We're not all gonna attack the thing. It looks like it's magic stuff that's gonna keep healing the thing, and we don't wanna just be attacking stuff that we don't know about, you know?
Let me just write
We
this down.
could attack the tower.
Attacking the tower is a better idea, I think, since it just hummed and fixed it. So, I mean, Solomon, I think you should lead the charge.
Is it Luft that knew where that tower was? Which one of us?
Calico knew where-
Calico.
Yeah. Yeah, I could get
Calico's question is the one that revealed the floor of the tower.
Thank you for remembering that. I would not. From what I recall, it was Calathul who was gifted with this vision. I suggest we follow them.
Well,
Alright. Do I still remember where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't. After that, 72 points of fall damage. You've forgotten everything else.
Fuck this game.
No, yeah, you remember.
Yeah, I'll take us there.
Yeah. As you make your way there, you're seeing this city start to regain some of its semblance of structure.
This is back in Stuart's character, not Solomon's. Do we want to scab the city? Be like, oh, we'll fix the wall of force if you pay us. But like, because we already tried it.
well,
on
I
him.
tried to do, yeah, I tried
You tried
to
it
do
on
that.
one guy. There's a whole city's worth of people to foil. Solomon, however, believes this should be done because it's the right thing to do.
Nemu would be like.
Unfortunately, Tywin also is trying to get this done ASAP.
That's
He'll take advantage of it after the fact.
Ah, smart.
But yeah, so as you head to this damaged arcane generator, you come to this like kind of like a combination of metal and glass to make that makes this amplifying structure. But now the glass has taken on this sickly blue tinge, like a very like muddy teal color is what the glass has taken on.
Does it still feel cold?
Yeah. The wall still has like the cold like presence to it, and the tower itself, like when you touch the metal and the glass, it's freezing cold.
I want to try another crack at it.
You want to crack at the tower itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Wait, this. Okay, is.
I will say you can't really miss the tower, so just roll me the damage. And I assume you're using fire again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a d6 plus a d6 plus 1.
She goes, maybe this will work. So I roll for damage attack?
Just roll the damage.
And I shall assist you, and Solomon would like to searing smite it as
Thank
well.
you. That would be a 5.
5 points of damage, yeah. And your searing smite? Once again, you can't really miss, so just
Where's that dice?
roll
This
the
one.
damage.
This one.
We're taking
The tower itself.
just the tower?
One of the 6 towers generating this.
The one with the crack in it.
Yes.
It's 7 normal
Is
damage
there
and 2
doors
fire
on
damage.
these towers?
There is a front door to this tower,
I
yes.
assume it's locked.
Actually, it just if you try it just opens.
I'm gonna go inside.
Yeah.
Hey, guys!
What was your damage?
I'm just figuring it out. I think it's like 9 normal damage.
Yep.
I remember.
Yes, 9 normal damage and 2 fire damage.
Yep. As you guys lay into this tower, the tower takes damage, but it doesn't seem to stop. Whatever.
This was where was the crack we were seeing again?
The crack was in the generator itself.
Oh, okay. We'll go
At
for
the
that.
top of the tower.
Why are we hitting the tower? Let's go find that thing.
Oh,
I just opened the door, it's unlocked apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, I was confused. I thought we were at
Oh, come on then, guys. I found a way in. It was the front door.
see, that
I
makes
am ever
sense.
glad for your wisdom, Tarina.
That makes
Well,
sense.
it was surely Palo's light that guided me.
Indeed.
Can I use hellish rebuke on this thing?
For the purpose of making my life easier, I'm letting Marley stuck around with Luft to help with the shit profess.
Fantastic,
Just
you can use
another
hellish
overseer. Can I get everyone here to roll me a constitution saving throw, please?
It is
Wait.
a trivial thing.
Is this saving throw? Is
Yes.
everyone
It is.
within 10 feet
Yes.
of me?
Everyone
Everyone
gets-
had a +4 to that shit.
Wait, +4?
Yeah.
Like, person modifies plus 4.
Did it used to be that?
Yes, it's
Yep.
always been that. From
Paladins
level
are a
1.
bit strong.
Sorry, what save?
Hold on,
Roll
Constitution
constitution.
saving.
Trey has the
And
strongest
that's
stats by a
plus
million
4.
miles.
15, 17,
Because I
baby!
will-
17 as well. Jesus Christ.
I have
Oh,
a
okay, hang on.
Can that
Sigmund
be
rolled a
please
natural
kiss you on
1,
both cheeks
but
like, "Mwah,
plus,
mwah, thank you."
plus his 5 is 6, plus 4 is 10, so Sigmund got 10.
10. 10's actually a success.
Yeah,
And
I'm
natural
12.
luckily,
ones as well.
well, Sigmund has a lot of con, he's good.
Yeah. So as this cold frost overtakes you, for now you avoid exhaustion. The DC will get higher as the longer you stay in here.
Yeah, Tarvin got like a 20 something.
Yeah. Again, so yeah, as I said, yeah, for some of you guys, like you see like frost form on your arm, in your hair. But again, given like and almost like aided by Trey's like this little like on the hilt of the sword, there's like this aura, like this 10-foot like lamp that's basically heating you.
So it gives us protection from frost.
Well, no, it's just it's more of just a plus for you. Like
Oh, yeah. Just
for the purposes of roleplay, yeah, it's like heating you up. For now.
yeah. Will anyone be at risk of like damage to frost, or will be alright?
It's not damage, you just get exhausted really quickly.
Okay.
So basically, like, there's no, like, hypothermia status, but, like, it just exhausts you.
Yeah.
Solomon, realizing this magic will persist inside, touches it. Now, how many of us are there?
7.
7.
Yeah, Luft isn't here.
Look, and Marley was also here.
Kind of gross, man. Not gonna lie.
No, Luft isn't here. I think Luft stayed at the docks.
Yeah,
Yes,
they've
that's what I'm saying.
both
Look,
stayed
isn't
at the
here.
top.
Oh, okay.
And then we can just assume Molly's just like hanging around.
Yeah.
Just for the purposes of focusing on, you know...
7
you
of
guys.
us. You're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Solomon will also be guiding us as he raises his warhammer again. Just sort of jams it in there and it shines out around us. He will cast Bless at 3rd level and you're all affected by it.
Ooh.
Everyone.
Wow.
Except for me and you,
Cool.
because you're pretty shiny already.
Nice.
So yeah,
You'll have
to match the intensity of the like the luminescent glow that Trey's sword gives off. Solomon's mace is it or Warhammer?
Warhammer.
Yeah, Warhammer also gives off a similar. So whereas Trey's light is the silvery like luminescent glow, Solomon's is like a fiery
Warm glow
yellow.
of sunlight.
Also warming you up. Similar to a light, this building is structured similarly to a lighthouse. It's got like the spiral staircase that leads up, and like in the center of like the spiral staircase, you see basically lots of tubing that's basically for the more arcane inclined, basically creating a convection current of Aether, refueling it, like making sure that the Aether at the bottom is restored and then sent up to power this device.
Right, remember that little like Aether siphon or something we had?
Luft has those.
What does it do again?
You do not know.
What did it look like? It was like a tripod or something.
It was like a centrifuge.
Damn it, look, get over here, there's stuff. Okay.
I mean, is this the thing we hit? Since this seems
It
to
might give us a good chance, but it might also blow up on us.
Callison, what did you see?
I think I saw a crab.
So to remind you of your vision, you saw you saw, from what you remember, you were roughly at the top of this tower, and you saw that in one of the in one of these like complicated pieces of tubing, you saw like a crack forming and this glowing, not glowing, like more like iridescent red substance like flying out of it.
One of these tube things, they had a crack on it. We should find that.
Then let us find it.
Investigation check.
Yeah. If you
Wait,
wanna roll me
guys,
an investigation check.
I have something I'd like to say.
By all means.
We were talking about all these cracks.
Oh
I
no.
believe there's something I have to tell you. My butt.
Yeah.
It has a crack in it
Good.
too.
Thank you, Reverend.
Whoa, wait, what check are we doing?
Investigation.
Oh
You can do
my-
yours. This is not joking.
No. Alright.
You can roll me a death saving throw.
19.
19.
Did you add D4?
You can do it with advantage, Catherine.
D4.
19
I'm
for
not
death saving
affected
throw.
with it.
Don't die
It's-
today.
You're not affected with it.
It's also
Go away.
attacks and saving throws.
There you go, it's only attacks and saving throws.
I also got
I got
19.
a 4 first, but thanks to the advantage.
You have a lot of faith in your own spells.
I try.
I mean, yeah.
Cool.
Half of the call. Cool. I rolled a well for once, and then of course Rain shows up and rolls better than me.
Also add a D4 just so.
No, you don't have a D4.
Okay, cool.
You do not have a
That's
D4.
blessed.
Blessed only attacks attack rolls and saving.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, see, you guys should know this.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. No, but yeah, with a nat 20, yeah. And of course, powerful, of course, you identify some of this machinery, and you find a you find a thin like fracture along one of these metal pipes that is transporting this Aether upwards.
They really have eyes.
Yeah.
Guidance here.
You really are here having eyes.
What do? Do we attack it?
I don't know. That stuff looks dangerous, but we need to break it.
I'll do
So-
it.
Danger is my middle name.
No, you know what, Sigmund, you can go first.
Everyone can
let's
stand
do it.
back.
Well, I don't think
So
we can.
for the mechanics of this,
Everyone
this is
can leave the
basically
building if need be.
But this is basically a group like ability check. So you guys can basically negotiate. You can like say, I want to roll this to try and do this, and then we tally up the fails and successes and see where that takes us.
Most would be, like, Romy would be crying knowing that she's missed out on eating Aether right now. Damn.
Well, there's
hard.
5 other towers.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Let's fuck this tower up then.
So yeah, pitch to me a skill or a thing you'd like to do, and we'll come up with something to
You
go along with.
already know what Luke's gonna do. Nemi's gonna do. She's probably just gonna be like, okay, maybe this is what we have to
Solomon
do.
uses mending and fixes the tower.
Actually, perhaps I should check the generator at the top
Okay.
while you guys
sounds like
while you guys
Arcana
stay
check
down
to me.
here. Sorry,
That sounds like an Arcana check.
I will do that.
Yes.
I'm also probably going to just be hitting it.
How
but,
big's this tube?
Arcana check's
Huh?
good for
How
that.
big's this tube?
The specific tube with the crack in it is about like this big in diameter.
Okay.
And so yeah.
9 Arcana check.
Arcana check. I mean, like you know limited things about Aether. Again, your area of expertise more involves with biology and the alchemical reactions with that.
Yeah.
So you can't really figure out what this generator is doing specifically, but you know, like it is powering something.
Perhaps.
I learned that too.
Yeah, sure.
It's 19.
19. So the specific, again, knowing the nature of the spell being a wall of ice, you know that the Aether is basically acting as a power source, but also as just basically a coolant. Again, the Aether having this property that it can act as multiple different substances.
Wizard juice.
Yeah, wizard juice.
Well, if there's one thing I know about machinery, and there is only one thing.
Did you know?
I'm just kidding. I have a robotic
I
giraffe.
was going to say, like, you made that, right?
It is that when my giraffe gets too hot, he tends to shut down his overheating function. I installed a fan in him to make sure it does not happen.
That's smart.
So, I will take out a potion from my pocket of potions, and I
Are you
will.
gonna roll a d10 this time?
Feed it to the generator and it flies away.
Sigmund, when it's needed, Sigmund always grabs the right one.
No, I'm kidding.
He uncorks it, drinks it, a flaming sphere directly on top of the generator.
And I will coordinate and assist by smashing the pipe that we found.
And so that means every 6 seconds for a minute it's doing 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, I'll keep track of that. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I'm just gonna try and with the scimitar again go into the crack and be like,
Yeah.
So your attack. So that's 3 people attacking it. Anything else?
I know this is important, but I kind of want to look around and see if I find some kind of parts I can take for a look.
Yeah, sure. Make another investigation check.
no, but that's just important. We need to make sure Liv gets her job, her gets her stuff too.
9.
Unfortunately, nothing loose. Like maybe you can try uninstalling something from the generator yourself, but nothing like lying around.
Did
Well,
anyone
the
check for like a
generator's
switch?
now on fire, so I
Oh
messed up
yeah,
that.
the
I'd like
off
to
button is
check
just
this.
behind us.
Would I be able to tell if overloading the Aether or like cutting off the source of Aether will do anything?
Make an arcana check.
10?
You can discern that while the magic might persist, eventually with nothing to maintain it, it will fizzle out, yes. Okay, so 3 different attacks go off against it. You don't need to roll anything, you're not going to miss. I'll just take your average damages as well for it, so you don't need to roll damage if you don't like.
Oh my god. No, I like the damage hero.
Yours is a range attack, you two are meleeing. So can I get the 2 of you to roll Constitution saving throws with a +4 from Trey?
18.
18? 14.
And the 1d4 from.
D4 for
Oh, and the D4 from
Did you get a
Bless.
D4?
So 14 plus 8.
No, 14.
Roll a d4.
Roll 1 D4.
Oh, what?
Spiky balls.
Oh, what? I'm still.
3.
So 21?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you pass. You as you lay into this this pipe, like the Aether, which is not a think of it like slightly like a red liquid, slightly runnier than honey.
Aether is like an egg. Yep.
As you smash into it, a lot of this like substance splashes against you. For the next hour,
I am impervious.
For the next hour, every spell you cast is cast at the next level up. So if you cast a level 2 spell, it will be cast as if it were a level 3 spell.
Drink up, Solomon.
Where's the butt?
But you also gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
Damn, okay.
Solomon Chad.
Next hour, you say? Yeah, for the next hour, any spell you cast will be cast at the next spell up, but you also gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
I wanted to ask if I can't find any like parts to get. Can I just try to collect some of the stuff leaking out of the pipe?
Yeah,
into
make me a
possible-
dexterity check.
A dexterity?
Checked.
Okay. Just 6.
You can maybe get like 1 like small vial of it,
Okay.
of the Aether. So maybe write down in your inventory like a small vial of Aether.
Yeah.
Did you want me to roll damage for like attacking the thing?
No, so I'm just, like again, I'll just take it out of damage list because you're
Oh,
not
sorry.
gonna miss. So yeah, you damage this pipe pretty severely, and as you see, this power begins to cut out. But due to the nature of where you've attacked it, you can see that that the generator starts to like shake violently. What would you guys like to do?
Sigmund, would you say this is sufficient?
Stand back! You may get hurt. I can continue my fireball going.
Indeed, I suspect we should retreat.
And by the way, like at this point, the generator is pretty much shut off, but it is like now vibrating like very aggressively.
Well, let us go then. My bow will stay here regardless.
Fantastic, we
I'm
should.
gonna.
Unless y'all want to look. Wait, weren't you looking around for parts?
Yeah, I failed at that.
I
And
thought
then
you were stuck there doing it. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Oh, good.
No, it's really more like
Sigmund leans down the stairs and goes, "Retreat!"
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's gonna
Yeah,
run
I
straight
will
away.
retreat.
Well, alright then.
Yeah. As you guys begin to leg it, can I get everyone to make a dexterity save? Once again with a +4 from Trey.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
A +4
that's
from
funny.
Trey and a +D4 from me.
Ooh. What?
I rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
For a total of?
7.
That's what I rolled. A 2.
Yay!
Mine's
Plus that 4.
Plus 4, 6. 7, I think, as
I
well.
rolled nat 20.
Wow.
Oh, yeah!
Plus the D4.
Plus that D4 and then plus a 4.
So that's 24, that's
28.
28.
Oh my god, your bitch just went
Jesus Christ.
I rolled a natural 2, but that's
Similar to a fucking Keanu Reeves from The Matrix. Leans backwards.
Never literally
as
just jumps out
fragments.
the wall.
Yeah.
As soon as she sees it's about to explode, she's like,
14.
am I?
Wait, hang on, it's a plus what from you?
Plus 4.
Plus a 4.
Plus 4, yeah, so
Plus a
mine,
D4.
mine was a natural 2, goes up to 14.
You're a rogue or something?
Did you roll a
Oh my
plus 4
God.
as well? The 1 D4?
Yeah, that's with the D4.
Okay, so yeah.
Wait, hang on, I haven't rolled for
About
Sigmund yet. I
Sigmund.
haven't rolled for Sigmund yet.
Sigmund.
Sigmund's important.
Natural 1, doesn't make it.
Did you see it like lean toward 20?
No!
What a tease.
And oh, nice.
Doing well with that D4.
Yeah, I am. Okay, that's like 16.
Damn, guys, how are you enjoying that plus 8 from the 2 bloody religious
People who
Actually, that's
failed
18.
horribly and are going to die.
Mine's a total of 19, but I rolled a 10.
Everyone who rolled 15 or lower
Oh.
takes 18 points of damage.
What sort?
This will be force.
Is it not slashing?
No, this will be force.
Is it not
I have
slashing?
to roll for giraffe.
Oh
Oh no.
Natural 20!
Everyone who rolled below a 15 takes 18, and everyone who rolled above a 15 takes 9 points of force damage.
Giraffe has evasion.
I pass
So
concentration.
0 damage for him.
Well done, Gerard. You did the best
I
job.
pass concentration on this.
So you see fragments of metal, like these solidifying shards of aether, fly through the air. They cut you up, but instead of dealing slashing damage like bludgeoning, they just kind of I don't know. You're hit with this displacing effect that threatens to crush you, but doesn't. Again, because you're not lethal. As you escape this building, you see the top of the building pretty much implode, and you see that over time, maybe over the space of as you recover, over the space of 5-10 minutes, this section of frost begins to dissolve, and so you see that as that happens, a decently sizable gap. Probably still not enough to take flight, but still people can get in and out of this dome of ice.
Nice. Well, that's a good job, I would say.
That is 1.
That is one, but...
Are we doing more than one?
I don't think we can fit a ship
Oh,
for this.
wait.
That's a good point.
I had half speed for that, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
Is there anything else that I should get hit for?
Well, I'd probably get you to roll another dex save as you're escaping that then.
That's a plus 3.
You can have the 4 again.
Aren't you rolling with disadvantage? Isn't first level of exhaustion rolling with
That's
disadvantage?
not. Oh, is it a save? It's a save.
Save.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not a
save,
skill
save's
check.
a third level.
Right.
We're not that cooked just yet.
That's like 11.
11.
Yeah.
So you take another. This will be less. So take another 7 points of force damage as another part of the lower part of the building explodes again.
So how big is this hole that was made?
This hole is maybe 60 foot in radius, so it's a sizable hole, but an airship's not going to get through.
It's not big enough to taxi the airship through?
No, because again, the airship, given this structure is still here, you'd basically be trying to. You could try. It would
be a
pretty
tight
dangerous.
squeeze.
Yeah, it'd be like playing Rush Hour.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. With that, should we take a break?
Yes, that'd be.
Okay. We will be back soon for the final part. See you soon. Bye.
Act 3 coming soon.
Welcome back as we discuss the viability of jacuzzis on an airship and technical mic issues. We jump back in with you just having destroyed one of the spires, creating a sizable gap for individuals to pass through at the very least. What are your plans going forward, game?
We can't fit the airship through that one, so we need to get up the other spire and do the same, or something similar, right?
Well, alright, so we know...
We would like Luft to see one of these things, because it's in her interest.
Well, we know for sure that these things are now the cause of the big dome. Who says we have to do it now? All we have to do is tell the city, get some troops out to each tower, it'll be done in 1/20th the time, and it'll save our resources.
That is true.
Even with our prestigious skills, it was a dangerous undertaking, Tywin.
I would rather not put other people at risk.
Indeed, it is our duty.
They're not fighting anything, they're just hitting the thing until it explodes. Maybe they'll even know more than we do.
It
we
was
were just
terrible.
shooting in the dark.
We had magic.
It was terribly cold in there, Tywin. Colder than a regular person could manage. I don't want to
so?
put people in harm's way.
You don't want to put people in Ham's way?
Ham's way.
While you may ask the officials of the city, Tywin, I do not believe it is within our means nor our agency to order them to undertake the task we had set out to complete.
I'm not saying we order them, but hey, I admit we're very proficient, but I don't know, are we necessarily the strongest ones in the city?
You do have a point.
Yes.
We're the ones who took initiative, sure. But this is an entire huge city. They could have people everywhere. They could have their own special unit of soldiers.
That is
If we let them know how it works, it shouldn't be anything bad.
can't be the only ones here that are proficient in these things. There have to
Do I
be some
need to
sort
remind
of.
you that Solomon is still currently caked in ice, moving like grinding
Oh, yeah,
every
Trey
step?
would have gone over and just kind of touched your shoulder and laid on hands 10 a little bit just to heal.
Oh, I thought I could heal exhaustion. I was like, okay.
I don't know.
Fear not, Trey. Merely observe. And Solomon would like to cast using his upcast powers. Hold on, if I can log in. Everyone's taking damage, right? Some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Except the giraffe, who has evasion.
Yes, giraffe's fine.
Solomon would like to cast Mass Cure Wounds at one level higher than he normally can. Where is this spell?
Isn't it two levels higher?
No, one level higher. For
One
two
level
levels of
higher,
exhaustion.
2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes, where is this thing going? I had it prepared this morning.
This is not a good trade deal.
Mass Healing Word! Mass Healing Word! Oh, I can only heal 6 of you.
Yeah.
It's everyone but the giraffe.
No.
No, that's everyone but the draft and also one person. There's 7
Oh, okay.
because Jordan's playing 2 characters, remember?
Well, Jordan...
And also, you have to heal yourself, don't you?
Yep.
I'm in pain.
Yeah.
Jordan gets unlucky.
I'm still doing that 10 points of lay on hands, by the way.
I respect that. Damn, thanks.
Swats away arm. No,
Everyone receives...
Daddy.
This is hard. Can't get this dice out.
Well, do not bother healing me. I am a doctor. I can handle myself.
As you wish. This dice wins, I'm sorry guys. No one gets healed. Everybody receives a cumulative total of 9 hit points.
Oh, nice. That gets most of us back up to full, doesn't it?
Yeah, that gets me back to full.
Yeah, because most people succeeded the thing and only took 9.
You pose a very interesting
you want.
question. Obviously, we can't do this on our own. But then again, it's too risky. But then again, if it's people who are proficient, we could have.
Well, we shouldn't answer for them. Let's go talk to the higher ups in military or the government or anything. And if they say we can't handle this, everyone's too weak, forces spread too thin, then yeah, we'll handle it and only make enough room for our ship to escape. I'm not going and destroying every single tower.
I mean,
we don't need to do it.
We don't need to. If you want to get out the other side of the city, just leave on the side the towers and walk around.
Oh, I cannot imagine.
It's not that hard.
I cannot imagine the
Yeah,
mayhem.
but we need to leave.
Oh yeah, we'll just target one more adjacent tower, and that should call it for a day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
But we need to make sure that the people that we take can handle this, because I don't want.
We should at least.
Are you going to
tell
go
them.
ask first? Or what's going on?
Yeah, we should let the city know at the very least. So we will destroy that adjacent tower so that we can get out ASAP. We'll leave the rest to them. If they can't do it, then they'll just use the hole that we've already made. Although, keep in mind, this tower that we just broke was already had a crack in it, didn't it?
Yes, the next one might be more difficult if even possible.
Yeah.
We'll have to check.
Well, I'll go there. I'll go there now. You guys don't have to come with me if you don't want. You guys go to the next tower. In fact, I did nothing at the last tower. You guys go to the next tower. There's no reason for me to be there. Sigmund can go with you, but I'll go tell the people in charge.
Okay, just take care of yourself.
I'm not gonna die by going to a government building. I'll be fine.
I don't know.
Anyone's going to die in a government building, it'll be Tywin.
If anyone can manage it. I'm just, okay,
That's
so you
alright.
head to like an administrative building. Yeah,
Sorry?
you head to like some sort of administrative building to discuss
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Well, these
Just
guys,
in-
I assume, head to the
Just
tower.
in case, I'll send Calliope flying after Tywin, and she will make sure to be very slightly annoying, like playing with his hair sometimes, or like biting his crossbow.
Stop it, fuck, stop.
I've killed cats like you.
And Sigmund will go, Tywin, take this and drink if you get in trouble. Give him an elixir of boldness.
Yeah, so you head towards this administrative building where you're met by what looks like they've repurposed like a war room to basically plan out like community efforts and shit now. And at the head of the table, like after a few discussions with like maybe like a PA or something, you're met by this like long hall where at the head of the table you're met by this very I don't know how to put it other than like Cave Johnson looking fella from like Portal.
Yeah.
Which you vaguely know as being like the leader of the city.
Yeah.
Get off his name.
His name is Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson here.
His name is Alathu Silva. If you would like a spelling, that is Alathil is his first name, and Silva as an Sylvar.
Silva. I wonder if Alatha
Al-
is related to Calathil.
I was about to say.
ALA.
What?
ALA.
Okay, I've been told about
Maybe
Calathil's
this-
relatives.
What?
What were their names?
Kalanor. I don't think
Oh, so the Cali is the bit that transfers over to
Wait,
the okay. Not the
Phil might just
What's
be
after
the
two?
naming convention of this planet.
Tywin stops for 1 second, remembers, continues going.
Whoa there, whippersnapper. How can I help? My PA's informed me that you're here to talk to me about some crisis with the frozen logs.
Yeah, so seems like it's a bit of an issue throughout the town. Tywin Sure Shot, by the way. Here's my card.
Pleasure to meet you. And he gives you like a very like strong handshake.
Nice to meet you too. It's been a long time since I've had a strong
handshake. You're a
handshake.
man of enterprise.
I am. Thank you very much.
Oh no, it's Colonel Sanders.
Well, it's good to know I'm talking to someone smart here. I've got some good information for your city.
Happy to hear it.
I don't know if you've noticed or anyone's told you that there's currently quite a large hole in the wall that was created about 20 minutes ago by
Yes,
my comrades.
scouts are reporting back right now as we speak.
Wonderful.
And you can see like they've like in a very like while this guy seems like verbally smart, the on the board itself it's like children's scrolls, and you've got this guy holding like a marker and just go.
Really
Wonderful.
big hole right here.
Well, that was myself and my comrades taking some initiative, seeing what we can do to help the city, and my comrades, as we speak, going to do the same thing to a different cause of the problem and create a bigger hole. I don't know how proficient your military services are here in this city. I don't know how proficient your
Wow, we have the
economy
best military services in the world. I don't know why my voice went Texan. I do not know why that.
you're gaining a bit of my accent, I
Come on,
think.
boy, we have the best.
It happens sometimes when people speak to me.
I was trying to channel like Portal 2, but with other shit. But then I looked at Hamish and I was like, Texan.
Well, Well, if you've got people who know a lot about magic, I personally don't, but know a lot about magic and know a lot about technology, and some soldiers who are willing to get into the front lines. There are these pylons, these towers around the city. Don't know too much, but you probably hear them whirring when you do anything to the icy walls. If you go to them, you can take them down from the inside. There's a generator in there. My comrades were using fire. They were attacking these spinny things on the side. Eventually, enough happened that it exploded, and that's how the hole was made. So, there's one tower that's already taken down. It's that one over there. Mm-hmm. The one that's adjacent to that one is the one that my comrades are in right now. Consider those done. We're very effective people.
Once again, he just reaches out for a handshake. Thank you for your service, boy. Thank you for your
service.
No,
no problem. Just letting you know. Mm-hmm. After that's done, we'll probably be out of here. We'll probably be gone. We won't be able to help you with that anymore. However, you have my card. Okay? We should be coming back to this city. If you want to reward us, we accept it with open arms, you know? Especially since it costs a lot of money to do what we're doing right now. You know, it's taking a lot of our resources, a lot of our money, and it's a service to the city. So if the city would like to reimburse us for that, be very, very helpful for us. Especially since we also helped,
didn't take you.
Especially since we also helped take down the thing that is responsible for this entire thing, you know, and took down the person responsible for that thing happening. So she's dead now. She's a puddle. You may have seen a puddle of water in the center of the city, right? She's gone. Right? So
this is similar to like our opening sessions where we were holding like origami people up and it's like, have you seen this man?
So we've handled many problems in your city already. We cleaned the sewers. Lots of shit we've done. So
I'm just having a mental breakdown.
If when we get back, some of your city funds may be diverted to the saviors of the city. Wonderful. Okay? Just so you know, my card, time and sure shot, it's my group of people. Are we understanding each other? I don't know if anything's going over your head.
Yeah, of course. We can send some soldiers in and maybe a scholar to investigate these devices. Maybe we can repurpose them for our city.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And the rest of the stuff I said?
We can make that happen. And for the rest of the stuff you said, well, that will be when you return. We can discuss that. From your board mission, we can discuss it.
All right. Well, that's all I can ask for.
And Mr. Shoreshot, may I have a word with you in private? And he
puts. Oh, we're not in private.
No, this is just me.
That's right.
And he puts his arm on your shoulder, like he wraps it around. And he's like, "May we have a word in private?"
Well, I'm afraid private is still going to be in the company of this flying cat.
He gestures to one of the PAs and is like, "Find the flying cat some food to eat, or something, a snack."
Sure, but it's going to be with me.
No.
Then no. Sorry, the cat stays with me at all times.
Make a intimidation?
I mean, I have told Calliope to stick with Tywin. So
I feel like even if Tywin
why do you want the cat? The cat's a nuisance.
Because they're keeping an eye on me. Yeah, I'll intimidate.
Can Calliope do the one?
She can do the one
13.
in midair.
You've got a strong result, Mr. Shoreshot. Admire that, man. Anyway, so he leads you aside, away from the other generals.
Okay. Come on, Calliope.
Now, word is you're from the Sky Cities. That much has been passed around. And that you're traveling with the daughter? I would like to ask if you've got any information about the military readiness of those people.
And why do you need to know that?
Well, whenever you just around this resolves itself, we still have work to get back to. And given the current events, Eris won't be in the best of states to engage, while the rest of the continent will be. We would like to have our military readiness on par with theirs.
Zorana, wasn't it? That's
Yes, the Zoran is the continent you're on.
No,
Oh,
wait,
dude,
what was this? What was the city up I called?
Arian.
Erin. Okay.
All due respect, Dalatho. I'm a mercenary. I don't do anything without payment.
Well, how about the payment be that we don't incarcerate you, spies?
Doesn't sound very good to me. Why don't you make it more monetary?
And he gestures to two guards that are like at the end of the hall. Boys, come over here. And they order.
I guess we're doing away with the talk in private then.
I suppose we are. Escort Mr. Shoreshut here and his flying companion to a cell.
Excuse me?
Never did say it. Devin did say it, like, doesn't end well.
When did I say that?
It was during break stuff.
You realize if you do this, you don't get any information that you need.
Well, it seems I'm not getting any information either way.
Not necessarily true.
You've got compatriots. I'm sure
We're
one of them will be
negotiating.
willing to talk.
No, they'd be willing to destroy this place. As they just destroyed the person responsible for the giant golem that seemed to have your city at bay.
And he just nods to the guards, and they will, if you do not resist, start strong arming you to a cell.
Can I?
How you going,
I'll
Tywin?
signal
Are the
to-
nice city folk people willing to help us?
So,
You hear in your head?
oh,
I forgot you have that.
I'm on my way to a cell right now. I whisper.
Oh, that's exciting.
I see if I can signal to the Calliope to get the fuck out of here.
Has
Um,
Calliope
you
been
can't-
communicating what's going on?
Calliope can, if she's within your range, she can.
My range is infinite because of...
Investment on the Chain Master?
Yeah.
Yeah, then she can communicate back to you what's happening.
Okay, Tymon's getting jailed.
Well,
You
he
what?
said that to me, yeah.
He said that to you.
Well, yes.
Oh.
He's one of my pen pals, just like you are,
He
Cleethel.
didn't think that would be good to let us know.
Well, I figured that he knew what he was doing.
What is he getting jailed for?
He is, after all, the famous Tywin Shusha.
How much detail do I get?
You again, like given the nature of Calliope's communication, you get like flashes of imagery, right? Like prison, Tywin.
Bad caricatures.
Yeah, just bad pictures, and then in the middle of that, you also get like a picture of food because someone promised Calliope food.
Okay, you'll get that food in a sec. I think I don't know, the guy he talked to, he got some guards to him, and now do I get any reason?
Calliope's communication isn't advanced enough to convey reason.
Well, the thing is, she can't do that kind of communication with anyone, but because she's like my...
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. In which case, yeah, to you she can convey why specifically things are informing the way they are.
It's political reasons.
Always
They asked Tywin for information that he wouldn't give, and
I knew I had a feeling there was something scummy.
It appears there are more than one low-life family within this city.
he tried to help them, and
Dishonorable heathens.
So,
And we won't let that stand, will we, Solomon?
Indeed.
Not anymore.
okay, on Calliope's side, I asked her to let Tywin know the best as she can, that she's let us know, but she will stick by there anyway.
Okay, so Tywin, in your mind, you get like a vision of Calico's face, a vision of fish, a vision of Calico's face, and that's it.
it could be anything.
I love pseudo dragons.
Yes.
So
Do
where
you
are they?
resist being stopped?
I'm not resisting. Where are they leading me?
They're leading you to like a lower level of this place, and yeah,
So
you-
like underground.
and yeah, like underground. And for the time being, yeah, you are basically incarcerated. They take like anything that you could use to like a crossbow, any gear that like they'll leave mundane shit on you, but like anything that you could use to fight back with, escape with, that's taken off you. So just be wary of that. Meanwhile, you guys make your way to a secondary tower. Again, now that you know how to like destroy one of these, we don't have to go into like the real nitty gritty of this. This time you can.
I would have said before we headed off, I would have turned to Chicken and been like, you keep watch of this tower. If anything happens, we're over there. Run there, squawk the loudest you can. Okay? Good job. Let's do it, team.
I don't have much fire spells and anything to help with anyway. I think I might stay outside and view through Calliope and see what I can do there.
I think it'd be best, especially someone to keep an eye on Tywin and look alike.
I think Tywin's just fine where he is. It's not like he's gonna get himself hurt, which is certainly a step up from normal.
Right.
I have broken many a people out of prison. I can do it again.
Proficiency. Use tools, don't you?
I don't know.
Those artifacts, I think.
Let me see. Yes, I do.
You have the proficiency, but if you have whether you have them on your character or not, that's a entirely different thing. I don't know, so you can correct me on that.
Let me check.
Well,
Regardless, once again, we'll just expedite the process. You guys make your way. This time, knowing that this thing can blow up, I'm not going to do any damage to you. You can very easily prepare to avoid that shit, and you make your way out of there. You decimate another tower.
Solomon is actually like 30 minutes behind you guys. He's still.
I also do have thieves' tools, by the way.
There you go.
Solomon,
It takes a
hurry
long
up.
time to reach you.
Solomon, hurry up.
I am attempting to tray, however, I am very, very
Have you like malfunctioned?
cold. They're like his whole, like it's like the inner corridor's just like chilled. He's like he's a fridge at the moment, and everything's just beating.
Yeah.
Respiration on him at this point. Anyway,
The last thing you do here, what's your passive perception timer?
My passive?
Yeah.
That's a good question. It is 14.
14. With the 14, the last thing you hear is he's started to assign troops to go deal with these other towers, but you also hear him say, send some of the finest soldiers to find the rest of your compatriots.
Okay.
Does Calliope hear that too?
That
Oh
one's
wait,
more-
actually, I'm viewing through her.
So then you make a perception roll for me.
Yeah.
That one's more whispered, so it's easier for him to hear.
20. Unnatural.
Yeah, you hear it too.
Oh wait, yeah, with Calliope's perception.
With Calliope's perception.
Then 18, I think.
Okay.
Or 19, either.
Either way, you hear it.
Okay.
It's level 14, so. But yeah, again, you guys destroy this secondary tower without much issue. This time you can prepare for the incoming damage, so you just avoid it.
thank God.
Yeah.
I was gonna get
Can
through
I
this.
while I was in range of Alithor,
Yeah,
can I hunt his mark at second level?
sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you try to cast it subtly? It is a spell, right?
It is a spell.
Yeah. Would you try to cast it subtly, or do you just do
What are
it?
the components?
Just verbal.
Oh, just verbal. Okay, so yeah, do you try to cast it subtly or just do it?
Yeah, I try to do something.
If
Okay,
I
roll me a stealth check, and you can add your int mod.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That's 20.
So that's like 32.
that's low. That's pretty low.
Why are you at plus
The
12?
man goes dead.
Well, if I add my int is +3,
Yeah.
and I have a +9 stealth.
Oh.
That's a bit sneaky.
I didn't realize.
And I think you also have advantage on stealth in your favorite terrain.
I think You're right. But I got natural 20, so I can't.
Yeah, just running through my range scenarios. Yeah, I think you have advantage on stealth checks in your favorite train, and urban is one of them.
I'm a sneaky motherfucker.
Yeah, what can I say? No, yeah.
He speaks so quietly he goes deaf.
So I think it's second level casting. I now for the next 8 hours we'll have this guy marked.
Yeah. So for the next 8 hours, you know exactly where this guy is.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's easier to find him essentially.
Yeah. So
How many people are leading him to the prison?
2.
Okay.
Well, that's happened. Sounds just in a cell now.
Yeah, tower's in a cell now.
Okay.
And you guys have dismantled a second tower. So now you have a gap big enough, about a 300 foot gap now, because each tower exponentially increases the size of the of this radius that you can escape from.
Are we able to scavenge anything for lift?
If you want to try and do that, then you might start taking more damage because you're sticking around longer.
Solomon would do that.
Wait, hold on a minute.
In a
So,
very unwise
You haven't
way.
even made it there yet.
Yeah.
No,
The tower was like destroyed before you got
That's a
there.
good point. Solomon's like, continue, I will catch you.
is it too late for me to use protection from energy on someone?
You could have retroactively done that. I would say if you wanted to.
I've got it as well, but I haven't used it.
Yeah, it's
I was
fine.
because I thought
leave
it would
it.
protect from damage because I didn't read it.
Yeah, it's probably not good. Why that anyway?
I should have done that before she did
Well, no,
it.
would you say that if I have resistance to frost damage, I would have advantage on that save?
Well, possibly. Are you actually trying to scavenge something for luft?
I don't remember. was that what we would do?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
feel like that's
What was your hack?
I feel like that's what Solomon would be like, and like you guys are up the top and he's just like starting up the staircase, please continue, I will merely fetch something for luft.
And Sigmund goes, "Hurry!" And as he does, the giraffe's mouth opens and shoots a vial toward you, and as you catch it, it's a potion of swiftness or an elixir of swiftness. So you will be able to get out quicker.
Swiftness. What does it do? Like increasing
Increase walking speed by 10 for an hour, 10 feet for an hour. So it'll help a bit getting
before or
away.
after the halve?
It
It
halves
would be,
first.
but no, it would be before, I think.
But no, I would run it in. Well, personally, again, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's like an actual ruling on this, but since the exhaustion effect is like an innate
Yeah, it
effect.
depends how it stacks.
Yeah, I think, and also because chronologically it happened first, and then you drank the elixir potion. I'd say it halves first, then adds 10.
That's very cool. Solomon's slightly quicker.
So if you drunk the potion and then been affected by the
Yeah,
I
fair
would just rule it the other way around.
Okay. So Solomon will try and break off something to give to luft, preferably anything with Aether in it.
Sure. Roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because wait, are you casting resistance from energy?
In the mood.
Huh?
Are you casting protection from energy on Solomon?
There's probably no point now.
Oh no, he's like hanging around the new tower.
He's sticking around the tower.
Okay, yeah.
So mark off spell slot for protection
Oh yeah,
from
sorry,
energy
I was distracted looking at my emails.
Thank God that was a 2.
for a total of now.
Have I got Trey's bonus?
No, Trey's not sticking around unless you are.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so then you're also rolling a Constitution saving throw.
yeah, that's
I
fine.
gently
Because
put my hand on someone's
anything
embrace.
for left at this stage.
Yeah, she's missing an arm, man.
Con?
Yes.
11.
So you've got a plus score from
I'm
Trey.
at a 22.
22. Okay, so Trey, you take.
A natural 65 points of damage.
You take 17 points of damage once more,
Yeah, that's fine.
and you take 9.
Oh wait, was this not? I thought I was gonna get an exhaustion level from this shit. That's way yeah.
No, if you hit it,
If you hit it with a melee attack, then you've got a chance of being hit or splashed by the Aether. The Aether is what exhausted you and gave you your magic up cost. Additionally, can I get you to roll me a d20 to figure out what heart you've got?
I got a 3.
3? Sure. Okay. I'll mark this down and I'll probably put it onto your sheet in the passing week.
You can give it to me or Luft. I don't
Yeah.
need. Thank you.
Yeah, and then you make it out of the tower. And so you get a second tower destroyed, and that brings us to the present, where you guys are convening, and you've just been like properly informed that Tywin is in prison, and also that I assume you've relayed the information that there are also guards coming out.
Yeah,
So now they're coming after us.
I think so.
No.
Hey, Tywin, you alright in there, or do you need a hand to get out?
Wouldn't mind a hand.
Tywin would like a hand.
Of course, we have to come after him, don't we? Have to save him.
Can Calliope try to... Is she able to squeeze between the bars?
Yeah.
Is there bars on the outside? Like a window?
There's
Where
bars There's
so not-
bars like on the this jail side. There's probably no like outer bars because it's underground anyway.
Oh, the whole thing's underground.
The whole like prison complex, well, jail complex is underground. Yeah. So no bars leading outside, but yeah, there are bars to the south, and you could probably squeeze Calliope into there.
Okay, so if she can like get out of the cell.
Yeah. Again, they're not very equipped to
Stop a magical flying
stop
cat.
her. And also, you could just like make her disappear and then make her reappear 5 feet on the other
Yeah,
side.
she can come back to me, but I want her to break Tywin out.
Yeah. So how is Calliope gonna stage this prison break?
So, are there any guards?
How is Calliope gonna break my game further?
Problem
Yes.
is, I don't have my crossbow right now, so even if
She's
you
gonna
do
do
break
it.
me out, I need to get that back. That's why I think you guys need it. I mean, I can't talk about this.
Okay.
No, you can't. I can communicate with you.
Calliope does the worm, and
So what's Calliope doing? Do?
I can cast touch spells
Yes.
through my familiar. So Calliope casts invisibility on herself.
Sure.
Or you
Wait,
can
not
cast
Tyler?
invisibility on Calliope. But
Your familiar can
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
touch spells. So
that doesn't get Tywin out of the
What if you cast
cell.
it on?
yeah, I know.
No, that's part of the plan.
Yeah.
I want to see how this develops.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so for the purpose of this, Calliope goes invisible, you lose a second level spell slot.
Third level, which means I
Oh.
can also make Tywin invisible.
Right.
Mmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Time is now also invisible.
Okay.
Why can't I see?
Weird.
Calliope and Tywin are both invisible in the cage.
Just time and scream out now.
Yeah.
Guards, help! And he's gone.
All right. Well, seeing this, hold on. This is good. This is good. This is good. I've got Sigmund's character sheet open twice instead of Tywin's once. All right. So now that this has happened, I will just bang a. I'll bang something against the wall.
Yeah, so you just make like a noise.
Make a noise
Yeah.
so that the guards like walk by.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so I'll roll a perception check at disadvantage for the two guards. Oh, that one's actually not too bad. What's your what's
your stealth?
Roll me a stealth with advantage. Roll me a stealth with advantage for Calliope, just add like a d20 plus dex.
Okay.
Unless she has a stealth proficiency.
24.
Does 21.
Let's just close that start lock down.
And I'm pressed against the wall, sort of near the.
Yeah, two guards walk over.
Okay.
What's up? Where's the prison? I don't know, man.
Is there a bed in the some sort of bedding type?
There
thing
is
in
like
the cell?
not like a bed, but like a mattress, like thin.
I'll kick a rock under the bed so it sounds like there's a ting under the bed, like it sounds like there's
Roll
someone
me
moving.
like a dexterity check just to see if you can pull it off convincingly.
8.
Yeah, like with reasonable. Maybe we should go to the boss first. No, we can't do that. Let's just look right for him. And yeah, so one of them will open the door. Then you hear the turn, and he just starts like lifting.
As
shit
soon
up.
as the door opens, I'm heading out the door.
The other guard is standing in front of the door.
Okay.
Is there any way I can slip past him? Like, is there any I can crawl under his legs, basically?
Wait.
You could, but it'd be very difficult.
So
like a very
one's
easy.
like inside, the other one's standing out.
Yes, one's standing at the door, and the other one is just like going.
I know what to do.
Put him to
I'm used to
sleep.
playing like tricky spellcasters where I can cast
You can
spells.
no. I'm not saying you can't do this. There's never.
No,
a time.
I know.
This is going to be very difficult.
Calliope will use a sting attack on the one that's standing.
Sure. So Calliope becomes visible,
Yep,
right? So roll me an attack.
with advantage.
Yes, this is a surprise. Yes. Instead, actually, I might get Calliope, Tywin, and the two guys to roll initiative.
Okay.
Just to figure out the turn order here.
But like this one is.
It's still surprised.
This one will still be a surprise.
Okay, so that attack was 16.
She's getting that 20.
Not more.
Oh, thank God.
My initiative is a 17.
17 initiative for Calliope.
More like 3.
Three?
With a nat 1.
Wait. What was your advantage attack then? I thought one was
My advantage attack was a 16, I think. No, 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So it'll be Tyler and the two guards that collide. So your surprise attack goes off. It hits. Roll me some damage.
Okay.
What save am I rolling against that?
Con save. Damage is 5 piercing.
That is a 19 on the save.
That does succeed.
Okay, so how much damage was that, sorry?
5 piercing.
5 piercing, lovely.
But,
She becomes visible.
yeah.
Does it make them stumble at all or anything? Like
Not stumble, but it does startle them. Wait, the fucking cat creature. Then
Draw them back into the cell.
So yes, now we start initiative proper, having your shot.
Okay, I can ready a dash, right?
Yes, you can ready a dash.
Okay, I'm going to ready a dash for if the one in the door leaves the door for any reason.
By the way, on our side, Calitil's just out.
Yeah, Calico's like
He's just dead on the ground.
it's like
Well, I
the best
imagine he was
VR
like sitting
headset.
against a tree or something.
It's like the best VR headset.
Yes.
Sullivan's just like thumping along with him, still freezing cold.
He can walk. Like,
He can walk, but it has to
like,
hold
I
on to someone
can't
to just.
hear or see.
Okay.
So, like, if you like lead me to,
Yeah, if you just like
I
lean
can even
on.
talk, but I just can't hear you.
Yeah. Get that creature. Here, kitty.
His voice.
Yeah, so you ready your dash. The two guards turn. They're both going to try and grab Calliope. The guard at the door doesn't need to move because Calliope just attacked.
What is it? What does it cost to drink a potion?
For your bonus action.
Okay.
20 minutes to someone else.
All right, then I'll drink my potion of boldness that Sigmund gave me.
That wasn't confiscated?
No, was it?
Actually, yeah, it would have been complicated.
Okay,
Thank you
then
for
never
reminding me.
mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
If I try to grab Calliope.
Yeah, they try to grab Calliope. These will be grapple attacks.
Yep.
Can you roll me 2 acrobatic checks if she's proficient? Otherwise, just dexterity.
Yeah, just acrobatic. That's 9, so I think.
And the other one?
And the other is 18.
Okay, so the first one fails, and the second one, the more like bulky looking dude grabbing. Come here, kitty. So that's their turn. What is Calliope going to do during her turn?
So now, since they both went to grapple, has one left the door?
No, so the one that was at the door didn't need to move because Calliope attacked him.
His client,
Right,
Calliope
yes.
didn't move away then.
Gotcha.
Can Calliope attack him from there?
Yeah. Or you can try and break the
Yeah,
grapple.
sure.
Would it be at disadvantage or anything?
No, not with grapple, with restraint, yes.
So like, this is Calitil's actions, because I need to use those to attack with her. I'm gonna attack once from action and once from my bonus action.
Yep.
So first attack is 8.
Miss. Again, like Calliope, not panicking, but like still trying to like
Yeah.
wiggle out. Yeah.
Dice. Nat 20.
Yeah.
So max damage is 6 plus
Yep. So we
another
have
D4.
the crit rules.
Complete max damage 10.
10
piercing.
points of damage, lovely. This is almost
And-
damaged. Yes, roll a
con
con
save.
save. That will be another 19.
What the fuck?
Big boy. He's just so
Stabbing
fat.
him. Yeah, you just can't get through.
Um,
Now with Calliope's action, she will try to get out of the grapple.
okay, sure. So make me another acrobatics check, and he will make a strength check to hold him.
Okay. 15.
11. So yeah, she escapes.
Nice.
And she would move away, I think.
If she moves away, she will take an actual opportunity. Because her action was to move out of the grapple, she can't disengage.
She'll be okay. She can fly. If you don't lead them away, you can't let them get out.
This is just like GTA with like the 5-star, like,
She won't move away because she needs to attack him again anyway. And the grapple barely does anything for her.
But it means that he's always blocking the door. Whereas if she moves away and then gets attacked, I guess. Either way, good luck.
He's still standing there.
Yeah, okay, good
Yeah.
luck.
Which brings us to Tywin, your turn. Your ready action didn't proc because nothing.
Yep.
You're triggered now.
That's true. I think I don't really want to attack. I don't want to lose this invisibility.
A blanket over the head.
So I think I'm going to continue to trust Calliope for now, and ready my action to dash again.
Yep. Can you also roll me a d20? This will just be the general. Actually, just roll me a d10. This will just be the general noise level
Of what?
of like the combat, so that if it alerts other guards.
6.
6. Yeah, sure, that's quite enough. No one seems to know so far. Yeah. So this brings us to the 2 guards turn. They will once again try to grapple Calliope. That will be. Roll me 2 acrobatics checks or dex, whatever you prefer.
4.
4 and the other one.
20. Unnatural.
Please with the fat guy again.
Yeah, it is. I've got like 2 different colored dice, one for the big dude and one for the small dude. Kitty, stop running away. Just come back here.
Stabs the shit out of you. Flying cat in your arms, and it's just like,
He just isn't even phased.
Is Calliope gonna murder this dude?
He's actually gonna die. Is
I
he
know
bloody?
him about chest.
Do we know it?
Oh, he's
He's not bloody.
Hey, yeah, same thing.
This is like as much as I love like the massive combats, this shit is amazing.
Yeah. 8.
And the second
Oh
attack,
no, 10. Get back. And 23.
23 hits.
Okay.
Kitty, ow! Stop it!
Oh, 3 piercing and another con save.
Oh, that will be a 14.
So that. Wait, I think that.
Doesn't fail by enough, right?
Yeah, so he's poisoned.
Disadvantage on
Freaking everything.
Everything.
Poison is a very bad condition.
Yeah. For an hour.
Poison.
Good. That's very
Yeah.
good.
How much?
Because that'll also be a
And-
disadvantage on the save next
Yeah.
time you do it, right?
Yep.
Calliope's a pyramid.
Yes.
At some point, this guy's gonna get disadvantage anyway for just taking like 1,000 goddamn mils every time Clyde's just dosing him up, and he's like, "Ow, I feel fuzzy. Why is this cat so small?"
This is the best comeback so far.
I love you. That brings us to time.
And wait, she'll also try to get out of the
Oh yeah.
grapple again. And
That's a strange joke.
10.
Oh, come back here!
So we let go?
Yeah, here we go. You're free.
Beautiful.
I think I'm ready to dash.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
The 2 guards are trying to grab the
Tyron's been waiting for like a solid 15 seconds, just
watching him
invisible and like
ducking.
holding his breath while Calliope's just
Well, luckily Tywin's used to just standing perfectly still for hours and hours at a time being ready for something, so this is his specialty.
Also, roll me another. You roll me another d20 just for the general noise level.
For the what?
D20 for just the general noise level of the combat.
The cat.
Okay, yeah. 4.
Still very quiet. Again, like well, this guy is like voice is deep. It's very like
muffled stabbing sounds.
That's very sad.
The guards will roll 2 attacks, 2 grapple, 2 dex checks from Calliope.
Please tell me it's the big point.
18
Yeah, 18
and not 20.
Very good. Grab this stupid thing. We need to tie up or something. But I can't get it. It's so fast. That brings us to
Progressively
Calliope.
slower.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bit slow now because he's half poisoned. He's just not quite asleep yet.
First, she will attack the one that isn't poisoned.
Okay.
Are they both within range to attack?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
No, 15 to attack.
15 minutes.
Okay. 4 piercing, the con save.
And tries to get this stupid thing off of me. That will be a 18.
That succeeds, and she will attack the poisoned guy with a 16.
Hits.
Okay. 6 piercing.
Disadvantage.
Con save with disadvantage.
Poison's only attack ability and attacks, I think.
Well, that's a good question.
Attack rolls and ability check, so no disadvantage on
Okay,
saving
no
throw.
Okay. Boo.
Yeah, that's true.
In which case it will be my first roll, which is a 2.
He is out.
Then I dash around the corner, going for where they dropped off my weapons.
You
Well,
don't know
he
where
would
they
follow
got
you.
weapons.
Well, where they took my weapons.
Yes. Okay, sure. So you escape. Does Calliope go with?
Yeah.
That means the other guy who's still up will go after Calliope, and thereby quote unquote Tone.
You know that scene in the first Harry Potter film where like they knock out the troll and the thing's got like a wand stuck up its nose?
It just falls.
Same energy.
I might not need Calliope for a bit. Because I'm invisible. With a fucking high stealth. So hopefully I just don't fuck it up.
Oh, these might noise level. Still pretty quiet. Yeah. So you both the two of you are heading in the same direction.
She'll keep Tywin in sight, but like not right next to him.
Okay. Can you draw me on the stealth check, please? Advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah.
And disadvantage on their perceptions.
Okay. That is 29. Natural 20.
Again?
Yep.
It is an advantage.
With advantage, yeah. But yeah, 29.
Yeah. So you head down, and can I also get you to make me an investigation check to recover your items?
Yes.
Or you can roll me an intelligence flat, whatever you prefer.
Investigation, please. There's no situation where intelligence flat would be better, right?
No.
Unless, yeah, no way.
14.
14? Yeah, you can recover your stuff. But the first thing you notice is that it is like in like a locked armory of sorts. Like you can see where it is, but it is like in a locked armory where they keep other weapons and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
You can see like your satchel, your crossbow.
How close is this to like ground floor?
This is just one floor underneath the ground floor.
Yeah, how close is this to the stairs, I guess is what I meant.
You're probably looking at like a quick 2-minute jog from here to there. If you want to move stealthily, maybe like a 4-minute walk, sorry.
Okay, well, you can continue with that stuff while I think about this, because that's...
Okay. Yeah. Is she still in like the combat with?
Yeah, do you want to roll?
Okay.
Sorry, I'll roll one attack against you.
Yeah. Is that a grapple or?
That's a grapple, yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, for like these two Q2 kill.
13.
13 evades it. At this point, you hear you hear him call out. The feline creature has escaped. Send reinforcements down. We don't know where the other one is. The humanoid.
She will fly the opposite direction of where Tywin went.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at nearby people and see if any of them have keys on their belt or...
Make a perception check.
It ain't high. It's precisely a 7.
7. Unfortunately, you can't see any keys on anyone. You do see a few guards walk past, and there's like a crowd congregating going after this one cat. But like, you don't see any keys on anyone.
My gear is important. But we can come back to it.
I mean, you can break invis and just break the lock.
Break the lock with what? My hands?
You could try it. Certainly try it.
Tywin is not that strong. I think I'm gonna head to ground floor.
Head to ground floor.
Yeah.
Who had a potion of flying again?
Sigmund has a
Sigmund?
potion.
Didn't he give it to someone?
No.
That's the one potion you didn't give
No,
away.
he put it in his
Because he
special
only has
pocket.
one.
Yeah.
Where all the other.
He actually has 2.
He actually has two.
Yeah.
Been lied to.
You head up to ground floor where the meeting's still going with Aether and his generals and stuff.
I'll head out the door and go toward the tower that I know my companions were destroying.
Yeah, they did, and at this point darling, they're just running backwards.
Yeah, after I don't really know that Tywin's run away, but after like a few seconds of flying around and directing them all over the place, she'll transport back to me.
Yeah,
and I
just
will
roll a
come
general
back.
stealth check to get away in like a direction. Just to be full, maybe.
Straight up in the air.
11.
11?
Yep.
Okay.
Does he have the ability to proof out of existence?
Yeah.
Oh, you just do that?
Yeah, I mean, after a while.
Yeah.
Like after going around a corner, just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
All right. I'll as I get back, I'll smack Tarina in the back of the head, which breaks my invisibility.
Oh, there you are.
It's nice to have you back,
Oh,
Tywin.
I was under the impression you had been captured, Tom.
I was. All my gear's still in the fucking prison.
That is,
Also, I guess I'm a wanted criminal now.
what is new.
Going up in the world, I
Before
see,
I wasn't wanted.
Tywin.
Before I was a criminal, but I was not known for it.
What
Look, look. They wanted information on the military proceedings of our city. I wasn't super willing to give that up for free, and he got pissy. And
Solomon scowls at give that up, and then you say for free, and I'm like,
he got pissy. I got thrown in a cell. Luckily, Flying Cat helped me get out.
And at this point, I'm just petting her and I throw a fish into the air.
Oh, the cat just got away.
So your cat was
You can
able.
just proof out of
Yeah,
existence.
fair.
Your cat was able to turn me invisible, which is very helpful.
Yeah,
and if
I
we
did
want to,
that.
oh, wonderful. Well, you can. Good shit.
Somewhat.
So, well, if that's something that can happen again, we can try to go back in there, or you could send someone in who's able to pick locks, get my shit back.
Yeah. We can pick locks.
Look, can?
Right.
I believe Sigmund can too.
Sigmund, yes, I also can. I'm not leaving here without my shit.
Well then, I think some of us are gonna have to go get back selling stuff.
I will say, for the purposes of expediting, not unless you really want to go into the nitty gritty of every single term, I will get who's going for the infiltration. Who is going?
Sigmund, since
Whoever
he's
is
tasked
going,
with
I'll
protecting
send politely
Tywin.
with them.
I'm gonna roll a d6, and if it's even, I go. If it's odd, I stay.
Would you like a
Two.
distraction?
What's that? Even
2 is even.
I mean,
I
with
forgot
our
what
last
even is.
infiltration, you were a pretty good distraction.
I can be a very loud and very glowing distraction if you need.
I can just play dead as a distraction as well. Like that.
Walks in and dies.
I also have a cool.
I will say, with the combined efforts of all of you guys, I will make some rolls for these guys. Not good. Yes, unless you want to specifically role play out that confrontation, you can recover your stuff.
Solomon would like to go out the front of the police. Oh, what?
It's more of an administrative, like think of it like a. What's the word I'm looking for? Like what's the thing in Canberra?
Parliament House.
Yes, that one. That's what it is.
He would like to go out the front of it and start spouting gospel, while as loud as he physically can, enough to rattle windows. Everything rattles. And while I'm at it, for the theatrics, while I've got this bonus level of spell shit going on, I'll also cast
Thaumaturgy, yeah, level 1.
I'll also cast Spirit Guardians. Solomon is literally like there's these like angels, these motes, because I'm trying to figure out how to style them. They say the forms appear angelic or fey, your choice if I'm good. I'm going to say they're just like motes of light that beam around him, that you see these little figures in
Little
occasionally.
suns, almost.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just him just chanting like, "Hey Lord, look at me, I'm very bright," out the front of him.
I'm very bright.
Yeah, that sort of energy.
And I think while this is happening, an invisible giraffe is hopping down the stairs, like opening up some like lock picking tools come out of his mouth and just begin to.
Yeah.
Let me
That's
show
nice.
you.
Witness his glory. This house is a fine establishment. It must be devoted to his name.
Let me just say amen, amen.
Paylor's scary.
Full on light.
Actually, guards come outside and like, no proselytizing.
Amen.
Solomon takes
Aren't we
the
wanted
dodge.
as well?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they. Wait, did
Yes.
they recognize me?
Yes, they do.
As the big warforged. Solomon would like
Yeah,
to
no, no proselytizing.
Solomon would like to take the dodge action, i.e., everything goes and he goes, "Look at how Paylor protects me."
Yeah, and they just try to, they're gonna miss.
Anyone that steps within outside,
He's
anyone
just
that steps within 15 feet is effect. I'm not going to.
Dies
I want to.
instantly.
Can you choose? Can you choose?
You can choose to not damage them.
Oh, I can choose some damage. I'm
You can choose to slow them though.
Oh, they're all slowed. Anyone within 15 feet of me make a wisdom
Half
saving throw.
They die instantly.
They're slowed.
Yeah, okay. They all also take 3d8 radiant damage. But can I just say that? Can I say he's not trying to kill guards? He's just trying to blind the shit out of them. He's like, witness! I am the sun.
The motes of light in like a choir.
He just fly down straight through people's eyes, and they're like, "Oh Jesus!" And they run headlong into him.
As soon as my gears. Oh, hang on. I've got the guy Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. you want to chase him?
Tywin does.
You want to leave a message?
Jordan doesn't.
Leave a message.
Tywin should.
Tywin wouldn't let this slight go while he knows where he is.
I assume you're out of invisibilities.
I think I have one more. Or unless I. Yeah. So to get your stuff back, I would have had to.
Yeah,
cast
the
another.
implication was the invisibility was
Yeah,
on the
so
the
now I
giraffe,
don't have any.
so. Alright, well, is there like a...
Well, if it was cast at that level again, you could have made the giraffe and Tywin invisible.
Yeah. At all your spells are third
That
level.
is true. I was assuming I was going along with the giraffe.
I think you were instructing giraffe. If you want, again, I'm just
I
giving
think
you
the
options.
giraffe can do it on his own.
Yeah,
so,
the giraffe can do it on his
So
own.
let's say you make me invisible.
Okay.
And as soon as I get my stuff back. So it's not like there's a... God, I hate this. It's not like there's a door that goes into their war room to the side or something like that.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of near the front door. Alright, I think I want to line up a sharpshooter on.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have to.
I know.
I have to
And
try it.
he's not only
You're probably in this gospel.
Oh yeah, I would just be like amen. Sorry, I wanted to try something different.
he's failed to respect the deal. He's not paid you. Like all he had to do was pay you off, and you'd be like, "Oh, bro, I love being evil."
Snipe him.
Yeah,
Snipe him.
Sniper, no
I
sniper.
chose this character. I have to
All
live
you
with the
gotta-
consequences
all
of
you
his
gotta do is
flaws.
just one shot.
So yeah, I'm going to
Sharpshooter?
sharpshooter him. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do to bolster myself at all to make it. You know,
Boss
You've
man.
already got advantage.
You've got advantage because you're invisible.
Didn't you take that potion of?
You have
took
the
you took the
elixir.
blessed potion. You took the blessed potion when Tywin was in the cell.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what it was? It was the.
Potion of boldness.
Boldness, yeah.
Is that what boldness does? I'd forgotten what boldness does.
It's your character.
I know. I've got two characters. Yeah. Elixir
Tywin
of
gets
boldness.
killed
Oh,
off.
they all take 48 damage. I forgot.
Oh, you know what? I just said the wrong name. I meant resilience because that's what I had. I didn't. I don't
thing that gave
have. I
someone
don't have
plus
a
one
boldness.
AC, and it didn't give it to me. That's my whole thing, man.
I've got one stat.
Yeah. Well, since that's your whole thing, you don't need it.
You'd be
Okay. So
surprised.
yeah, I don't have that, but I do have advantage on the thing, so I'm sharpshooting. Okay. Unfortunately, he hasn't taken damage, so it's not Colossus. So I would suck, but that's okay.
The giraffe could poke him.
Clyde could sting him.
Those aren't very good rolls.
Those aren't very good rolls.
Alright. So that is a
With the -5.
yeah. That's a 9.
Unfortunately, while he is wearing robes, those robes seem to be like reinforced with some sort of armor built into them. And yeah, this arrow sails through the air, and you become visible.
Yeah, like before the arrow, like while the arrow's in the air, because I don't miss. So like I know that's a headshot, that's a kill. So while the arrow's in the air, I'm already booking it out.
I'd like you to roll me a stealth check, no advantage.
Okay.
If you're booking it, it's like a disadvantage. If you're running, it's a disadvantage.
Even as a ranger?
Yes.
In my favorite terrain.
How am I rolling worse every
Wait, is he the
time?
same
That's a
terrain?
13.
Yes.
So it's even.
Oh, then it would have just been a flat roll.
Huh?
Then it would have been just a flat roll. Sorry, yeah, you are in your favorite terrain, so it's just a flat roll.
Oh, yes, thank you. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, this arrow sails through the air, and yeah, like hits his robes. And again, like it's not like Kevlar, but it's like padded clothing.
We assume he's suitably bruised, though. Dickhead.
Missy knows. It's a message.
Yeah.
And
You attach a business card to the guy.
as I'm getting out, I'm running toward the dock and signaling for everyone to run toward me, run with me towards the docks.
I'm just gonna roll some perception checks for the generals. You're 50 or 15.
How many are there?
There are 10 generals. Then there's Alakul himself, and then there are some guards as well. I need to roll for.
Oh, I don't mean to retroactively do things too much, but I forgot I do per attack action I do actually do 2 attacks. So because I flavor that as me shooting 2 arrows in quick succession because I'm quick. So
You have the second. Well, no, the second one wouldn't be advanced.
yeah, that's right because it drops invisibility after the first one. Okay, that one is a
Sharpshooter as well.
yes, of course. That one is a 14.
Still misses.
Damn it. Okay, that's
What
fine.
mage armor does this boy have on?
This guy's like the leader of like the entire continent.
He's a pontifex in his own house. He doesn't deserve that.
I didn't
Wait, he's the
think-
leader of the entire continent?
That.
Yeah.
Alakul is the leader
Because
of
the
the entire
capital
continent of
city
Iran.
is Eris.
Oh, fuck.
So
I didn't know that. I thought this guy was like a town marshal.
No, yeah, no.
I-
You just
I
shot
don't
him. You just declared.
yes,
we're already this close.
There's already a war
Yeah.
going on. What more can I do? What more
Like-
damage can I do?
You know.
Bird travels quickly, it seems. We're not going to get this far.
Oh,
I am an
Yeah.
assassin. It's literally
We're gonna
my
have to
job
kill our way onto the
assassinate.
ship, aren't we?
You can barely call it an assassination if it's not some political figure.
Nevar is just like, yes,
Nevar is just like,
My man.
Nevar is just like,
that's my boy.
Nevar is literally just looking at like, what the fuck is going on? But what just she's literally just like,
No, yeah. So you start running. You think a few people have managed to see you bolt, but they're still like checking. You know, Alakul's okay, making sure that's. But they are sending guards after you.
Yeah.
Can you make me an athletics check just to maintain that? Like,
actually, wait, no. Nevar would have been like,
Favorite
oh, he's
terrain,
done it
does that
again,
help me?
that's my boy.
not with that one. Sorry.
Wait, what's happening?
Tyler wants to be more in shape because he's in the city.
11.
11. Yeah.
Oh no, 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you would at this point make it out. But that is where we'll go into tonight's session.
Okay.
With you just having made it out of the.
He's just taken a pot shot at a political leader. We've disrupted a fucking government hall.
I have. I did it.
No, I was.
I'm
out
not
the
blaming
front.
anyone else.
I was out the front proletizing. I helped.
I mean, I don't know if you knew. I don't think you knew that I was going to try to assassinate a
Nope. Solomon
leader.
thought you'd been unrightfully imprisoned and we were in trouble, and so he was going to be like, "Oh, God will
I
help us."
had been unrightfully imprisoned. That much
Yeah,
is
but
true.
then you shot him, so maybe it wasn't me. Was he really that unrightful?
Oh well.
But yes,
Man's got to follow his codes.
On our, I actually forgot to mention this last time, but we're past a quarter of a century episodes. Yo.
We are.
Episode 26.
See, you can run away, but I'm at fucking half speed.
You still got that potion of swiftness?
No,
though?
it's only 1 minute.
With multiple guards and only like a few spell slots left. If I have to actually start
Well,
killing
you're
people, it's
never
gonna-
going to get hit by anyone. It's fine.
Yeah, you say that, but if I had like Shield of Faith up, then maybe. But we'll see.
Well, thank you all for joining us for this stream today.
Don't you fucking run away. You've got a board game recommendation.
Thinking about that just as I sat down, didn't I?
We are affiliated with the Adelaide Games Club, which is a board game club here at the University of Adelaide. We get together every Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sundays, and also Tuesdays online for Discord game-related things. So if you like tabletop games, then it's a great place to come to the Hartley Building at the University of Adelaide. Or you can check out their Facebook page, which is normally U of A Games or Games U of A or Adelaide Games. Generally on all social media, there's some variation of that. And if you need a recommendation of a board game to play, Stuart's got the perfect one for you.
Yeah, I'm just definitely thinking of one which hasn't been said already, that I haven't even said already, because that's so easy to do these days, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we've only said like,
25 different board games?
Nah, it would-
25
it'd
of
be-
the most popular board games we
Yeah.
play?
Yeah, just say something real like obscure.
That's what I'm trying to think of, something that's honest that I'd be actually playing. Have we said 2 Rooms and a Boom?
No, we have.
2 Rooms and a Boom is sort of like Mafia, okay? Imagine there's some guys with a bomb, and there's some guys that you don't want to get bombed, and there's some guys you'd be like, oh, that's acceptable losses if they got bombed.
Now hear me out. Imagine you're Tywin.
Now imagine you're Tywin.
Instead of a crossbow, you have a bomb, and you want to bomb the president.
Now imagine if I had
Niavara,
grenades and a crowd of
Just
street.
Niavara.
Two rooms in a room is great because you sort of have to try and figure out if you want someone to die or not, and at the same time not let anyone else know exactly what you're holding in your hand. And it's very good until, of course, you realize, oh dear, I'm the president, and that guy's smiling at me really funny. I would strongly recommend it. If you're a fan of any social deduction games, give it a go.
It's also one of the rare games that goes up to like 100 players or whatever.
Yeah, it's actually really scalable.
It's actually limitless. Like as long as because it's so open to like modding, you can just create new roles and you just need to duplicate the role across the red and the blue team.
Like I reckon it takes like one game to get decent at, and a second game to get good at, and then you're like, oh okay, I know exactly how we've got to do this, and then of course someone throws a wrench in it. Very satisfying, especially when you can win in an unconventional manner, like being the guy that just happened to sell out everyone else and then come out on top.
And the roles are really interesting. Like Mafia has some interesting roles, but Two Rooms
is fantastic.
Has one of my probably my favorite roles in the built into the game.
Really good stuff. Strongly recommend it. Look forward to seeing you there.
Great. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you again maybe next week. But we'll let you know on our social media and on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it will tell you in your updated time zone when it is. So we will see you next time, and goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.